Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us and happy Saturday. We hope you're having a great weekend so far. We've got a really cool show. We've got a really amazing 3 hours. It's going to be jam-packed with really exciting ideas that are going to be mostly, well, value. This is what we bring, but there are a lot of brand new. There are some really, really key values, and we're even going to make a little bit of history here. We're going to defy the odds of fine jewelry with our pricing here today, where we've got a very, very special piece. It is turquoise. This is not something we see every day. It is the Sleeping Beauty variety that we love. This Sleeping Beauty turquoise, however, though, is priced like never before. I've been waiting for literally weeks and weeks to share this with you. It is going to be the most incredibly affordable ring. Great for gifting. I know it's only October, but listen, we're getting to that point where we're almost halfway through October, so you might be starting to think about holiday shopping. And if fine jewelry seemed a little bit far-fetched for holiday shopping and gift giving, we can really turn that around here today. So turquoise, out of the best mine in the world that, of course, is now closed. And we're going to bring you that incredible value coming up at the top of next hour. So stay with us. It's going to be affordable. It is a ring. It has VS diamonds. It's got a lot of gold, too. And yet we're going to make that really affordable for you. Plus, we have some really cool collection pieces. This is a day when we're going to see a stone we've never had the likes of before. I've got dropped prices on tanzanites that are going to be the best values we've ever seen on our Blue Wing Block Ds, including drop earrings, including some big rounds. I've got two, they're both rounds. That's amazing in rings. So we're going to see the best of the best. And then we also have some earring deals. Yellow diamond is here. So it really is, they say the world is your oyster. I got to say, this is really where we've got some incredible fine jewelry pieces that are going to include really the best of the best. And so whatever it is you're looking for as well, we can also help you out with requests as you have them. So never hesitate to get those requests in. We would love nothing more. I have a lighter inventory here to show you that we could easily show you in about an hour. So that means we have 2 hours left to really focus on whatever it is that you would like to see. So that's going to be up to you. Are you ready to get started? We've got a great way to start the show, actually, that is going to be, well, it's yellow diamonds and white diamonds like you're not used to seeing them. It's a bypass ring, but a larger style, but it's really the pricing that we love the best. So take a look at this. We're going to get you started here with a really fabulous designer ring. I just can't say enough about our designs lately. It's just, again, some unique styles for you that we're going to see here, where you get item number 112-4918 is your fabulous look here, but it's going to be a special one, and this is how we start the show, always with something really incredible for you. But it's platinum and 18 karat gold, so we've really upgraded, which it's interesting. Most of what we've been seeing of late that's new is platinum and 18 karat gold. Isn't that exciting when you've got, everyone's straying from gold because it's so pricey, and we're going and upping our game here? That's really exciting. But it's also 36 points among your marquise cuts. Those are the fancy diamonds that are your light yellows there, set in the 18 karat yellow gold as because we wanted to match that. The rest of your white diamonds there, they're set in platinum. So that beautiful white metal we love, that's going to have so much richness and so much history to it. But you're also getting, how about this, 87 points total weight. Keep in mind, each of the marquise cuts, that 36 points you would actually cut in half. That's going to be the 18 points there on either one. That's a good size. We saw a 21 point pink diamond the other day. It was about what, $3,200, $3,300. So it's pretty impressive to get an 18 pointer times 2 in the marquise cuts that we love. Then you have the option to, well, let's just face it, we're making this really easy as well. You get the option to go ahead and keep it as it is, but get your size so that you can have the perfect size, the ring size that you need, making it ready to wear. That just is something you don't always get a chance to own. So I love that. No extra expense on your part. No running around looking at jewelry stores going, well, where do I even go? Who do I even trust to size my fine jewelry anymore? I mean, there's so many places that, again, won't even do that, gold metal sizing anymore. So this is really where it's deluxe and really ready to give you the huge value you want and that you deserve. And I'm glad you're with us. Just a really fun day to be with us when we have the amount of affordable we do. But instead of, well, how about $39.99 to start? This will give you an idea how much you're saving. I'll take a look at it. We'll show you on the hand here as well, so you can see how beautiful this is. It's a little bit, it's about a 5.5 right now. We can size that for you as mentioned. So even with platinum, we do that sizing. So that's really important. And yet you're not even spending $3,000, $2,000, or $1,000. This is how we really break down value. It's just all about the best of the best. If you thought fine jewelry was out of reach, well, we are here to prove that not so fast. It's going to be still affordable, like $999. But again, one issue. Pretty much everything I show you today is going to be a one only. So that is the bad news. That's the only bad news. But really, it's good news when you think about it, because that means that the piece that you get, when you get it at home, you're wearing a piece that not anyone else is going to be wearing. Think about that. Whereas jewelry is pretty mass produced these days. I know the days of, custom designs and things like that are more or less long gone. So we're really excited to not only bring you something that's going to bring you that value, but bring you something that's unique to what you love to wear, to what is unique that your neighbors and your friends and your family, who also I'm sure love jewelry and love to admire. It's something like we like to sometimes collect. We're passionate about what we love, but isn't that the truth, is that so many times it's like we get something that tends to look like everyone else's jewelry. This one won't. That bigger bypass style, almost that paisley-like print that you're getting as well, which gives you such a uniqueness, a freshness, and it's still going to be that big, impressive ring that you see, but it's still really wearable. It's all tapered in the back. So keep that in mind. Still comfortable for a bigger ring, which we don't always see. So take a look. That's going to be $9.99. We'll give it about 30 seconds here, and then we'll move right along. Got a lot to do today, but like I said, requests are welcome if there's anything maybe missed out on the last couple of weeks. Obviously, we haven't been seeing our cable viewers with us on the weekdays, but supposedly you guys were here on the weekends. So maybe there's something that you want to get a look at again from maybe you caught up with some of the shows online. Please let us know, because that's really what's important, is to get those requests in. All right, let's talk about this one. We've got a very special brooch here. It's a brooch that is large, and I think that this is the season when we start to think more about brooches and think about really exciting pieces like this. But here's the deal. It's a lot of 18 karat gold. It's one of those museum meltdowns where we could sell it or we could melt it. There are two options. I'd rather sell it, because the deal is it's a beautiful rose in the brooch, and it's got everything from the details on the stem. This long stemmed rose with diamonds is 18 karat gold, by the way, in the two-tone. It's 1123719, and I thought we'd start with it because this is the season when maybe you think about pulling out the brooches more often. If it's, colder weather on the way and you're thinking about, okay, I'm ready to pull out the scarves and need something to really keep, scarves can be difficult because, they don't always stay where you want them to stay. A brooch helps that. Maybe you're just thinking about, oh, that beautiful peacoat that you love to wear, that overcoat, that beautiful designer piece that maybe just needs a little refresh, but you invested into the coat in the first place, so you just want to refresh it in an updated way. Fine jewelry. Amazing way to do that. Add this to the lapel. Add it to whatever you'd like, but it's 40 points in diamonds, 18 karat gold, and look at the length of this piece. It is a lot of gold when you look at the rose, which of course one of our favorites. It's over 3 inches from top to bottom length, so really impressive, just slightly over 3 inches, and obviously being a brooch as it is, where the pin is going to go almost the entire length. So it goes from here to all the way up here. So you've got a piece that's easy to maneuver if you want to wear it north to south, east to west, even at a diagonal. Really, it's any angle you wish. So that's really what's important here. As a size reference, I'll show it to you on the neckline, because obviously it is a brooch. So you could always maneuver it if you like and put it through like with a favorite chain, and you can probably work it that way. But if you'd like to, again, wear it on the lapel, you can. Wear it on that, like I said, a scarf. It's beautiful that way. We're going to show it again up close because I want you to see. Actually, it does have, I was just noticing there is a bail behind the pin. So it's ready to wear as a pendant as well. Thank goodness. So multiple ways to wear it. So there, I'll show it to you right here. It actually was hidden right behind the top portion here of the pin. You can see it from the sides. That's where, do you see it over here on this end? This is where, I can't get behind here with my tweezers very well, but there's the bail. So see that in the yellow? So you've got, again, 2 ways to wear it. I love that. That was, I don't even think our jewelry department caught that. That's nice. So pendant and brooch, 3 inches, 18 karat solid gold, and it's not even going to be, well, it's supposed to be lowest price ever, $49.99. I just think that's difficult to ask for $5,000 or $6,000 as we sometimes see on designer brooches, because I think a lot of us think we're not going to wear it as often as a pendant when actually this is a pendant. So you'll wear it that way. You'll wear it as a statement piece. You'll wear it any way you want. And actually those can be some of the most wearable and versatile pieces in our collection. We're going to do it for $999 because it's one of those museum pieces where we either have to sell it and send it out to one of you, or take out the diamonds and melt it all down, because we'd love to have that 18 karat gold back and continue to bring you values you love on gold, when gold is not exactly inexpensive these days, right? $2,700 an ounce to be specific. So that's really a lot of money for gold. So we'd rather, again, at this point, if nobody loves it, we'd like to go ahead and kind of repurpose it. But here's the thing. That's a great piece that is marked down to the point where it's under the cost to make it. So maybe now you're going, no, that's too good to pass up for $9.99, and you would be correct. 40 points in diamonds as well in the pave. Let me know if you like the bypass ring. We've got some new in blue zircon for you. Copper bearing. Oh, I wanted to mention this because we thought we had such a run on Thursday with our purple Paraibas that we brought out what we had made up, everything that was made up at the time. Now, yesterday was Friday. We got a chance to make some new all day. So I do have 2 new purple Paraibas today. Let me know who's got the brooch. You have it? All right, that one's gone. Congratulations. Let's get to one of those purple Paraibas. Might as well get you started now with something we haven't seen, a cushion cut. Now, allow me, this one's not going to be 3 inches. I don't think anything else is 3 inches in the inventory today besides that brooch. So let's come on in and take a look at what we couldn't get enough of on Thursday night and sold every single one we had. That was a fact, and we went through every one that we had for you, and what a thrill, because purple Paraiba, extremely rare to our collection. It's extremely rare worldwide. This is a stone that, of course, is mined out completely. The blue greens were what we discovered in Brazil in 1989. After that, there were 2 discoveries over in Africa. That was Mozambique and Nigeria. Those stones were shortly thereafter. They were mined out as well. So the window has closed on new active mining for Paraibas that we know of. Here's the deal. This is one of the rare colors. It's a beautiful color. It's a distinctive color. When we say purple, I like to just warn you, for those of you that maybe aren't super familiar with gems already, is that when we say purple, we're not talking about the purple of amethyst. We're not talking about that specific tone. We're not talking about purple sapphire or purple diamond for that matter. We're talking about a true neon purple where you get this beautiful glow. It's almost, think like pinky undertone to it, but it's really bright. It's almost like in this particular one, it's leaning a little bit more pink and purple as a 50-50 mix. So the whole factor is this is copper bearing. It's just not the blue greens we're used to seeing. And even after the blue greens, we saw some beautiful greens that were primarily neon lime greens. This is more of that rare. And I'm telling you, beautiful as well. But when you get copper content, there's a glow about it, like you see here, that's happening throughout that stone. It is one of our most rare stones we can bring you, and that's saying something because we bring you rare all the time. This is 112, 6270. It's also a carat 61 in the size. So it's got a tremendous size to it for a copper bearing. We know how pricey they get no matter what. Well, this is going to be, and let me go ahead and show you face up, because this is that bridge style that's going to be very squared off. So when you see it on the wheel, it tends to, we're getting a little overhead look at it. When you see it here, you've got the carat 61. There it is, set up in those 4 prongs in the corners. Cushion cut square, by the way, very wasteful cut, so that makes it rare and a step up in usually pricing. Forget about it. We're going to make it easy. 32 points in the diamonds. You see the double row. Not overwhelming in the diamonds, but really nice size individual round brilliants that go all the way and run from one side to the other on your ring. Now it also is, well, we're going to keep the blowouts going even though this is a brand new piece. Isn't that fun and exciting? We can keep all these discounts going for you. That's what we're here to do. That's my aim. That's my goal always. But let me tell you, we've gotten more serious about that here in these last couple of weeks, just, you know, with limited viewership. So here's what we do. We bring down the purple Paraiba. This one's got that pinky tone. Even if you got one of our purples in the last couple of days, this might be one that's a slightly different hue. So it can give you a little nice collection going if you like, but it's supposed to be $4,999. We're going to change it up. There's a reason that this stone is going so quickly and that we had to bring out extras that weren't even planned for the show on Thursday, and now we're bringing out yet another here today that's brand new as of last night. Just got this made for you, knew that we had to put some more together. It is the affordability. It's the rarity, yes. That's the reason we want them. It's the affordability that's sending them out the door so quickly, and that's exactly what's happening right here. Take a look at this. It's not going to last. We know that. It's not 49, 39, 29. That's the magic, is we've been making them extremely, extremely affordable for you, really having a blast bringing you such rare, rare gems that I don't think anyone else in the world has for you. You know, I was having this discussion last night. It's like, there's a lot of great places to buy jewelry and a lot of very expensive, high-quality jewelry for that matter, but it's usually the traditional stones, the same old, the rubies, the sapphires, the emeralds, the tanzanites. You don't really get into rare tourmalines like this very often, and it's not even $19.99. If only I had 100 of these, yeah. Yes, absolutely. Here it is on the hand, so you can see this really squared off. This is a bridge that's also easy to stack if you choose to. So if you want to add some great bands to the side, you can. Not that it's needed because you've got that double row in the diamonds, almost a third of a carat there. We're also changing the gold color on this one if you would prefer the yellow or the rose. But the fact it's $19.99, actually, do you have this one already? Can I get you a better price? Okay. They're like, sure, why not? I'm already taking it. But you know what? I'll give it to you for better than even $19.99. I'll make it $1,888 right now for the Carat 61. I think I have another here. Where is it? Let me bring out, did I bring it out? Yes, I do. I have a larger stone. So this one's already gone. Jason, you want that one at $18.88? All right, so that one's gone. And now let's also take a look at this one. This is a larger stone. I know, Andy, you missed out on that on the cushion cut. We have a pear shape for you. This has a slightly deeper purple color than the last. It is, I need to clean it up here, 6273 on this one, brand new as well. We're going to go up 1 carat and 1 point in size. So it's a 262 instead of 161. So we're going up here. Up, 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 and away, but not away out of your budget, because that's what we're doing, is making them affordable. So here we are, and if it's a lesson in, again, affordability, this is where you see how quickly things are going because they're so affordable. So it's not always the wisest course of action to wait until you see the price to then dial in, because we have some TVON veterans that know you call in before you see the price. That way you're ready to go, because then it's just, again, you're there, you're ready, you get that first opportunity. This is a 262, so we're kind of going in reverse here. Took you from the 161 to the 262, so keep in mind it's a carat larger, making a big difference when it comes to tourmalines that we love. Very exotic stone here. Also, it's going to be 46 points in diamonds, so you're getting more diamond weight, also more gold weight here too, because the gold, it's expansive. It really is. It's like a lacy type of look that you're getting here. Let's take a look at it on the hand here as well, so you can see the size, because it's got a lot of gold workmanship to it, as you see here. It's got all that almost open work, but do you see how it goes side to side? You're not seeing the band on the sides. You're seeing the beautiful laciness to that workmanship, the detail of the mill grain, the pave work that's almost like a triangle on each side, and then you've got the entire halo that's really wrapping around all that detailed gold work. It's a 261. This one is $69.99, or at least should be. We're going to do a lot better than that for you, and only have this one. So this is going to be key as well. Key to dialing in, key to grabbing it. Of course, we'll change the gold color. And what I love about this mounting too is there's a gold under gallery that I'll show you here. Do you see how it's layered? Where you see it's actually little heart shapes, which is kind of cute. And then you have the inside, which is also that heart-shaped theme. But when you look at it straight on, as you do here, you see the pinks. It looks like almost stones are below it. It's almost like there are tiny pink tourmaline stones beneath it. That is just amazing, because it's the mirror finish in the gold behind it that's reflecting the pink glow of that stone. Pinky purple, really. It is truly a neon. It's like a fuchsia color. Think about those, really like a raspberry tone that is so unique. Don't worry about $69.99 if you like this one. We'll blow it out right now. We'll make it a lot more affordable than it's ever supposed to be, because this is my last of the day, by the way. I know, we had a good, 4 or 5 of them on Thursday, sold out every single one of them. This is my last today, because this is what we had. Stones are limited. When there's a limit on stones, there's a limit on what we can create in jewelry, obviously. The pieces start with the stone, then they build from there. And it's gonna be better than $69.99. We brought the last one down, so we're gonna do the same here, but even more affordable than I think you might expect. $3,500 is exactly half. We're gonna go lower than $3,000. We're gonna go lower than $29.99. Oh, I hope somebody's ready. I think, Allison, you might be thinking about this one already. I'm glad you are. We're going to give you another $500 instant coupon and make it $24.99 only if you'd like to get that big pear shape. And that is an extreme size. You know about tourmalines. We see Paraíbas here in the blues and greens. Do you have this one as well? And you're keeping the cushion cut as well, Jason? All right, so this one's also sold. Congratulations. And then I have got a deal on that Congolese material, but I also want to show you. Actually, if you guys like that mounting, I have that same mounting, and yes, that's what I thought. So, Andy, do you want to call back your customer, or do you know who it was, and I can call them out so they're ready? Who was it? Mary. So Mary, who missed out on the cushion, they just opted to swap for the pear shape. So we're going to call you back, Mary, if you're dialing in now. But this is that really special blue-green material that I know what you're thinking, going Paraíba. This is actually that new discovery out of Brazil. So, Mary, we're going to call you back and give you first option, because I know you missed out on the cushion cut. So we'll see, because they swapped it out, and then the pear shape is gone. All right, so that's what I figured. Now, here we go with the blue-green new find Brazilian tourmaline. Have you heard about this? This is that material that is the blue-green, and thank you so much. So both of our pinky purples are gone, and now we're getting into the traditional color, the signature color that is, have you heard about this? It's 112-6146. I know I just reintroduced it in the last couple of days here on our weekday shows. So if you haven't heard, there's a new find of tourmaline. We know a couple of things for certain. We know that it's tourmaline. We know it's Brazil. I can't get too specific on the location, because they're still trying to actively mine what they can. Obviously, we're going to be the ones who want to take anything and everything that comes out of that mine if there is any more. So far, we've had a batch of what, 5 stones? We're bringing you another one. This is a big size. It's a carat 80 pear shape. It's in the bridge mounting as well. This bridge is going to get you 94 points in diamonds, and yes, we'll change the gold if you'd like us to. However, if you haven't been familiar with us the last couple of days, we've been bringing this material exclusively here. It is one of those that you're probably seeing visually looks like Paraíba, and it very well may be. We just don't have a definitive answer, yes or no, yet on this material. So really, really important to remember that this is that great carat 80 stone. We're bringing you a nice size. That if we know that we've had Paraíbas. When we have a carat 80 size, they're usually $15,000 or in that neighborhood. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, just depends on the stone and the mounting. This is where if you can go ahead and want to grab something that, okay, we don't know everything about yet because you need a larger sample size than what we've had come out of the ground to do that comprehensive testing to make those judgments on does it have copper indeed or not. If you can just really enjoy this for the value we're going to bring on a stone that probably does, just saying that based on what we know so far, where it's derived from, the color it's giving us, the beauty that it has, you're going to get a rare tourmaline 100%. If it turns out later down the line to have copper content, then get ready, you got the deal of a lifetime. Take a look at this one, carat 80 stone, beautiful blues and greens, lots of diamond weight around it as well. And here's what we're going to do for value that these have also been going out very quickly and for very good reason. Here it is with the 94 points in diamonds. Remember, Brazilian material. This is a new find, so new that we just don't even have all the comprehensive testing done yet. This is not something we do in-house. Obviously, that takes gemologists and usually the sources at GIA to do. And again, they need a lot of material to do that. But this is where it's so new and fresh, we couldn't help but bring it to you early, bring you this exclusive, and yet look at this for a Type 3 tourmaline, how clean it is, seeing the diamonds through it, seeing all that gorgeous look. Here's what it looks like on the hand for this bridge, which is giving you like the gold weight of 3 rings in one. And it's super affordable. It's not even going to be that $79.99, which is a wonderful value. Wonderful, truly wonderful value. We're going to bring it a lot more affordable. Yes, you can change the gold to yellow or rose if you'd like. I like it in the white gold. That's my #1 top pick for a stone of this color. But if you are exclusive to yellow or rose, go ahead. You can do that free of charge. But it's not going to be anywhere near $79.99. You see how quickly the other Paraíbas have gone. And this is, again, can't say Paraíba. Notice that word is not up there yet. But it's got the color. It's got the look. It may be, if it is, it's going to be the biggest headline in gems probably in over a century. If this turns out to be copper-bearing material, that doesn't mean there's going to be a lot of it. It doesn't mean it's going to change the value of this stone. It just means that, of course, we're the only ones that can bring it to you, and you're getting the value right here and now that is already there at $8,000. That is a value. We're going significantly lower than that. It's not 7, it's not 6, it's not 5. And this is the time to get on the phone lines because we know these tourmalines are just, I mean, to put all the rarity aside, they're so stunningly beautiful. As a gem, that we have to think about that first. As you wear a gemstone, that's what we care about. Is it something that just you love to look at? Is it something that's beautiful on? That's what this is. And yet it's not even going to be $59 or $49. We're already too low, but this is what we do to make sure that pieces of exotic nature, no matter how exotic they are, can go. And just for those of you even just watching today, maybe not shopping, but watching, you can say you've seen this exclusive, new, rare, incredible find that could be the biggest discovery in really, truly years and years and years and hundreds of years. Let's bring it down in price. You want this one? It's not even $49.99 or $39.99. Now we're just getting silly. We're getting silly with affordability here for you to take advantage. I'll make it $2,999 and we can easily say goodbye. And then we've got some original source Brazilian material in a 7-point stone in a necklace. So there's a little bit of everything here today in the rare tourmaline family, including my largest rubellite, which is also a museum meltdown price. And we have a new conch pearl that's almost 2 carats in size. This is the one to get at $29.99. You will love it and love it and love it and love it forever. And white, yellow, or rose gold, and verifying on this one. So again, all the purples are gone. We have a great looking kunzite coming up. Only have 1 ring left from the show so far, 23 minutes in, and that would be the ring we started with, and the bypass yellow and white diamond piece in platinum in 18K. So something to consider if you would like to, but that is a very special way to get a blue-green tourmaline in your collection at $29.99, not to mention a lot of diamonds. They're similar look to the Congolese, but they have a little bit more blue than we typically see. There's been the Congolese material, which is Africana material, that's also kind of in that similar boat where we're not sure. Do you have this one? Yes, here it is on the hand one more time. Sure. And here's that pear shape. Actually, I didn't put this on both ways. I just put it on what looks like upright. Let me switch it around if you like it the other way. And boy, there's something as you go further away, it seems to gleam a little bit more, be even a little bit cleaner. Here's what it looks like in reverse, pointing away from the hand. You can see what that looks like. And $3,000, actually less than, to get a really, really beautiful carat 80. That would be $15,000 if we could say, hey, that's copper bearing. It certainly has the look of, but if we could actually definitively say that, you'd be looking at a $15,000 ring where it would be gone at 15 grand. And this is where, again, you get a great affordability, and that one's gone. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Just since we're on tourmalines here, take a look at this rubellite. This is outstanding. Oh, yeah. This is really the essence of museum caliber. This is what we talk about. When we talk about museum level stones, that's it. Oh, 100%. Museum caliber material. Absolutely stunning. The size, it's 15 carats 38 of a true rubellite tourmaline. Not just pink. Pink tourmaline, something very different. You have pink tourmalines that look a little bit more similar to what we saw in those copper bearing colors earlier. This is where it is red fuchsia. It is beautifully, beautifully done by Mother Nature. Where it's also, despite this 15 carat 38 size, it's also super clean. Not something that rubellites have. We know all tourmalines are type 3, but we know that rubellites especially, typically to get that deeper color, they usually have a lot of inclusions. A lot more than even your typical tourmalines do. So this is really making an impact here. When you look at the size, the clarity, the color, and everything else, then this great big mounting, 1125458, just wanted to let you know it's here. It's one of those you may have considered as a museum piece for the couple of times we've had it briefly on the air. It's a fabulous 1538, plus you're getting diamonds at 91 points. And that's because they're all big princess cuts. Every one of them, you have 4 stones immediately on the sides of the rubellite on each side, and then another 3. So 7 stones on each side. You can see them there lining up with that mirror finished gold set into these channels, which make it all set flush and seamless with the gold itself, which is all done in actually 14K. And yes, you can change the gold. I would not, though. This is just too beautiful with the white diamonds. I love that seamless transition. When you've got princess cuts, they can be set this way in the first place. I love the way they transition with the white gold there. It all matches. We're showing off the high quality of the diamonds there, but that rubellite is everything, and it's supposed to be $32,999. That's why it's now a museum markdown, where it's, okay, we've got the museum piece in this case because of the stone itself at 15 carats 38, its clarity it has, and yet it's nowhere near $33,000 as a matter of fact. And again, there will be plenty of affordable here, including my top of the hour turquoise, which is only about 30 minutes away. Told you at the top of the show, we have an incredible value that's going to be a loss leader for us. We haven't seen one of those in a while. A true loss leader for our top of the hour that I've been waiting weeks to share with you. And so that's going to be coming up here at the top of the hour. You have 32 minutes exactly to wait. So if you are a Sleeping Beauty turquoise lover, or you want to gift a Sleeping Beauty turquoise to someone you care about who loves jewelry, get ready for that big top of the hour that's coming up in a little bit. But right now, it's all about this rubellite. It's going under $10,000, which if you know tourmalines of this stature, this level, you know this would never be an under $1,000 carat stone, but it is right now by a long way. And I'm not done discounting it either. That's with almost a carat in diamonds that you're getting as well. In princess cuts, all bigger stones, because remember, there are only 14 diamonds all together in this ring, lined up in channels on the side, and yet it's not even $33,000, or like I said, $99.99. We're taking it under $10,000. It's for real. This is what's happening when you hear the word museum. Everything that I have lately from our museum collection is being marked down, so you can get these tremendous values. And watch this, it's not even $99.99. There's a better value coming your way. It's a little bit tough to believe when you think about the quality of that 15 karat 38, and it's not going to be $89.99 either. And you've got to see it on. I know you're dying to see that, because you're probably wondering, the question is, how big is that stone when it's on the hand? Because granted, it's not going to be for everybody, because it's not a petite piece. But the way this is glowing, The neons it's giving you, it may not be copper bearing, but it's got the neon glow. That's what rubelites do. A good rubelite that's clean like this is going to give you that glow where you see, look at it, it looks like little sparkling lights. Like somehow, did we put in hot pink bistro lights somehow strung through that stone? It kind of looks like we did, but that's all the beauty of the stone clarity and the cutting together, making this a unique opportunity where it's not even $89.99. We're going to blow it out right now for $8,888. It's a true collectible down to the tapered prongs that are holding it into place so securely. A big moment there for a tourmaline collector, and it's the best of the best in our rubelite collection. We're probably getting ready to see our best value in tanzanites. How about this? Drop earrings, emerald cuts, and over 12 carats in size. That is going to be, I know it was Thursday night late. I brought out some very large tanzanite drop earrings. I happen to have some today that are the best value I have seen by far in our Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserves. And yet, I thought we blew your mind on Thursday with some rings. Take a look at these drop earrings. They're not going to last very long. There's only one pair, and there is something special always about the emerald cuts. 1124274 is your item number here. A gorgeous hoop to start. This is a lever back style hoop, so it's very, very easy to wear, super secure, no backings extra to worry about. This is, wow, 18 karat gold solid, first of all. Great basket designer work. There's even a great designer insignia in the back, which is, to me, you know how I'm passionate about drop earrings. I think they have to be made properly from the back as well as the front, because sometimes if you have shorter hair or your hair's up, there are people that will, you won't, but there are other people that will see the back of your earring. And sometimes that is really the differential between fine jewelry and not so fine jewelry, is when you have details like that to the very back and the inside of a piece, right? Earrings are essential for that. Sometimes we love an undergallery because the way it feels on a ring on our hand, but we love an earring because the way it looks to everybody who sees them from the back. Now this is 12 carats 34, 6 carats plus, almost a 620 on each earring there. In the brightest blue wings, and you know how difficult it is to get an emerald cut that is going to be as brilliant and as shining and as red as it is all the way through. We usually see that more on the outside of an emerald cut, and then the inside can be a little bit more pale. That's not the case here. Take a look at how the color is absolutely true all the way through that stone, and each of them matched identically. And I promise you, when I talk about per carats, and we're pretty much at this point always talking about per carats on the tanzanite, really proud of what we bring on our per carat prices. But when I tell you automatically it's going to be one of the best per carats we've ever seen altogether, hopefully that gives you a little incentive to dial early. Because when we tell you it's not going to last, and there's a number of people looking for a tanzanite earring, because there's a lot of you that have already the rings. And you're waiting and looking for a match set, a match pair, something to go with the ring you love. And 18 karat gold, great for hypoallergenic, almost like, again, more purity in the gold means less irritation if you're sensitive to alloys. You've got 5 points in diamonds. They're right there in the front. That's what makes it really wearable, I think, for every single day, too. If you want to wear a drop with a big gem, if you want to, you can. They're not overwhelmed with diamonds that would take them dressier. This is what they look like from afar with the measurement you will see here. Come on in. Do not be shy on those phone lines, because it does not ever give you any kind of advantage. It really does help to be on the phone lines early. They're about 1.8 inches there where the diamonds begin. Obviously, the earring itself is a little bit longer, but that part that you see at the very top, that's going to be in your piercing. So what you're going to see is 1.1 inches in the drop. I'll show them to you on. I think that's going to give you a better idea. We'll also show you the inside that I was talking about that makes these so pretty, that makes that beautiful basket work so beautifully finished and detailed. They're easy to pop on. You can do it without a mirror. You just don't even need to even look at what you're doing here. That's what they look like from a distance there, so you can see what they look like on and how they drop and how that length gives you a little extra, and the beautiful color saturation they're giving as well because of that museum reserve material we have, and yet they're glowing and gleaming like no other. This is really an important earring to get. Doesn't have to be an emerald cut ring that you already have if you're looking to match. It'd be beautiful with any of the different sizes, any of the different shapes, any of the different styles we have in our blue wing. But that's the priority. Get the blue wing while they're still here. We'll take another look at them close up. They're also not going to be, and this is what's really exciting, they're not going to be even $15,000. That is where they started. $14,999. They go lower right now. They do stay in the white gold, And this is that inside detail. Of course, you might be familiar with this designer. They came to us. They said, we would love to work with Blue Wing Block Ds. Would you be willing to lend us some and then let us design around them? And the design was more or less, it's not about them doing anything different or unusual with the design. The design is pretty straightforward. It's about the fact that one of the biggest designers in fine jewelry said, we want to work with the best. We don't have the best tanzanite unless we work with your Blue Wing Block Ds, and that's the difference maker here. And what a wonderful position to be in, where the designer comes to you and says, we have no way of working with this material unless you let us work with your own. That is a huge moment to consider. When you talk about really great designer jewelry, we have the best, nobody else does. It's our exclusive for that reason, and they're not even $49.99. We're going to get very specific here. This per carat that we have for you is truly the best I've seen in our museum reserves. It is the best. And that's the beauty of it. You normally get emerald cuts that have that little bit of a lighter tone of color through the middle, centralized in the stone. That's not happening here. You get color all the way throughout, red flashes all the way throughout. Take a look at it. We're gonna make it a better value than $49.99 or $48.88 or $47.77. I don't know if anybody's bothering to do the math thus far, but already we're talking about well under $400 a carat. That's if we're not talking about gold and diamonds. That would be free. All the designer insignia, the workmanship they do, well, usually a designer name on the inside means more money, not less. You're getting, it really is kind of best of the best coupled together. You get great designer style with the best of the best in the gems from us here, courtesy of TVON, and yet it's not even $47.77 to get the pair. This is the lowest price we've seen. By far, in so long, I mean, I've only had maybe 2 pieces ever in 6 years that have ever been a price lower in its per carat on tanzanite than what we're doing right now, because they're $4,699. And when you think about where that is, that's about $380 a carat on your tanzanites that are matched, and they're even in 18 karat gold. So highly recommend grabbing those, because even what I did over the last couple of days with you, there were some great deals on drop earrings, but they were still $460, $450, $480 a carat. This is another $100 per carat less, and that adds up to a lot of savings when you're talking about over 12 carats. We talk about per carats a lot, but per carat can be the same if you're talking about a 1 carat stone or 12 carats worth of material. Think about that. It'd be thrilling to have a 1 carat stone here if I could say it was $380 a carat. When it's over 12 carats in size, that should be more. When you have 2 really unusual cuts matched to perfection, that should be more. There is an upgrade to your pricing. This is why earrings are some of the kind of usually that last aspirational piece we hope for in our suite of jewelry. Now we're making it easy, we're making it attainable, and that I still can't get over that per carat price. We're at $380 a carat here on gorgeous, gorgeous stones, and that's just only thinking about those stones. I know we get used to seeing gold and diamonds for free, but that's not normal either. So again, take advantage of $380 a carat right there at $46.99. Those should go. And the emerald cuts are elite. They just are. We've got a blue zircon. Conch pearl is here, a stone we've never had before, which I could flash to let you kind of take your guesses here. Do you like to play the gemstone guessing game? It is so fabulous. That is a carat 65 and a cushion cut stone. And we've never had one before, ever. We've had the stone, not the color. So take your guesses as to what that collectible might be, and then we're gonna be on our way. I don't know if you guys remember this. I had so many people wanting this brooch a few weeks ago, and I had thought it had sold. It's a pendant or brooch, and I'll just flash it here for you. Do you remember this piece? Kind of like an abstract star design that also is going to be tanzanite, diamonds, Paraíba, and different chains that are all beautifully set so that they all drape just the perfect way here. That is really special, and this one's got a museum markdown as well, and that diamond is huge. The tanzanite is 3 carats. It's 18 carats, solid gold, but some mirror finishing and some satin finishing together. It can be a pendant if you wear it with the bail up top like I'm doing here, or it's got a brooch that extends all the way through that long part of that star design. So that's here, and that's under $3,000. So just want to mention that because I know there were a lot of you that I know it's sold, so I'm not sure what happened, but that is one that sometimes transactions don't go through or people pick other pieces. So take a look at this on the neckline because I wanted you to see what that looks like from afar. That could be your statement pendant, or it can be something you wear on a lapel if you want to. So huge value. That's a Paraíba. There's the tanzanite trillion, there's the big diamond, there's your chain, which there are even 2 different types of chain here, and diamonds as well in the pave. So that's a really important piece, and under $3,000 for that piece is pretty amazing. So that's here if you liked it before. Let's go ahead and move on from the earrings. They should be gone, and they probably will be shortly here. And then what we're going to do is take this moment, since we're getting close to the top of hour number 2. I want to show you something kind of wild here. This is going to be a moment for our kunzite lovers who love those deep saturated emerald cuts, but we're going to go from the blues and the purples and the reds of tanzanite to really the blues and the purples and the pinks of kunzite. And yes, kunzite typically, if you find it elsewhere, very pale. Light as can be, hardly any color, looks colorless. I'm going to show you what we do in Afghan material, which is what takes a lot of people who maybe didn't think about adding kunzite to their collection. I know I never did until I got here. And I was here all of like 4 months before I had to buy a kunzite. It still is one of the few pieces I bought for myself here because most everything that I love sells out to you guys. So we're going to take a look at a jumbo stone here, emerald cutting, my favorite to show off. Great saturation in a kunzite, and this is the one. This is the biggie here. This is the one I can't believe I even waited 39 minutes to show you because it is so stunning, so rare. Tanzanite earrings, by the way, are verifying. Here we go with 112-6258. And it is a tower of an emerald cut kunzite. Could not be more thrilled to bring it to you when it's I thought it was bigger. It's a 7 carat 30. I was predicting it to be 10 or 11 carats before I read the description here. But what a piece. And this is what happens when you see that level up to your eye. 730 in size, 50 points in diamonds that go around it in that classic perfect halo. And I'm thrilled to have this for you. Here is the one issue, and I know we're only 20 minutes away from hour number 2, and it only gives us 2 hours left in a Saturday, which is obviously not a lot of time when we have as much great jewelry as we do. So given that this one is here, and here's the issue, it should be $49.99. I'm going to leave that behind, and we're going to do something wild here, which I rarely do in the first hour, but I really want to see if we can get a lot of activity on the phone lines and show you how we mean business when it comes to discounting today. We're really serious about discounting everything we can, and this one, not to be missed. Especially when a $5,000 ring is going up on the auction block. I know it's early to do this, but we're trying it anyways. And that's going to allow me to give you a better value than I even can and could, because there's only so low you can go on a 7 carat 30 that is this saturated. If you are a pink lover, if you love blue gems, purple gems, any of those 3, this is a stone that combines them all together. I call it like the perfect orchid color. And that's how you differentiate a great kunzite from the normal material. Because when it has purples and when it has like electric blues, that's when you know it's giving off neon, total neon vibes. It is a stone that in lower light will look better. So whatever you're seeing here on camera, wait till you see it on the hand, wait till you see it at home. It gets better. It gets brighter, darker, more saturated. We have something special here going on. And it's not even going to be $4,000 to start. I want to get everybody involved. I want to show you one other thing. If I borrow the ring here and show you from a distance, you can see it. You can see it. There's a lot of jewelry I can put on, and it's from a distance away, like across the room. You're not going to notice it. This stone, and already you're probably noticing because it's a darker light here where I stand versus over where it's in the spotlight, it really has a color that you might be reading as true purple or true blues over a light pink. And that's really crucial. That's the neon I'm talking about. Neon is a term, not just a descriptor. It's a gemological term that actually means something. It's defined by the idea the stone can be brighter and darker and richer in a lower light. That's really important, and that's what very few kunzites are able to do. This one is beautifully. It's not going to be $4,000 or $3,000 or even $2,500 to start. I want to get everybody involved in a 7 carat 30 when obviously we know these stones are routinely on our air for $5,000 and more. And that's because they've got this super saturated, best you can ever find. By the way, does not fade out of this source. A lot of other kunzites from other parts of the globe, they will fade over time. It's why it's been dubbed the evening stone. This is a stone you don't have to be afraid to wear, because nobody wants their beauty of their stone to disappear over time, right? That's something that is really important to remember, because some stones, again, we rely on gems to look as good forever and ever. Kunzite doesn't always do that. This one will. So if we have nobody on the phone lines, it just means we got to go lower in the open, am I right? And that's exactly what we're going to do as we take another look at it close up. Watch that the emerald cuts, this is what the emerald cut does. It gleams, it lights up, it glows. Every step facet just lights up like neon lights. And here's what it looks like on the hand, a little closer view of that, just to see if you want to go ahead and get a little expanse, a little extension of your stone here. Nice long, elongated emerald cut. But nobody's at 25, so we can go lower than that. And let's go lower than even $2,000. This is clean too, look at that, from all the angles. Every single angle, nothing but deep, intense. You want to just dive right on in to those pinky purple blues, and it's not going to be even $2,000 to start. Okay, so this is interesting, and I know we never do auctions in the first hour. Some of my auction people even say, I don't even tune into hour number 2 because I like to steal jewelry via the auction. Well, here's your chance to do it. And it's not even going to be $2,000. Let's start at $1,500 for a 7-carat plus in this rare exotic gem that if you don't have yet, and I'm going to tell you, everyone always wants the emerald cuts. It really is almost like bragging rights because they're beautiful in cushions, they're beautiful in rounds, they're beautiful in all those ovals that we see that are more classic. But when you can actually have this specialty cutting and it gives you that color saturation all the way through as it does. We were talking about this with the tanzanite earrings. Now we're talking about it with the kunzite. Same kind of thing here with the neon colors, and for it to vibe and give you all those saturated colors through the center, as intense through the middle as it is on the outside, that tells you everything you need to know about the quality. And we have nobody at $1,500 either. $10 increments will be the deal. If we can get the open, we'll go up in just those little teeny tiny little extras. But here's what I've got instead for you. Might as well, kind of had a feeling this is why we don't typically do auctions in the first hour, because there's a lighter audience. And the audience typically builds as the day moves on. So instead of 15 or 14 or 13 or 12, we're getting silly now. $5,000 ring has not changed. The ring has not changed. All that quality, all that value, all those diamonds, VS diamonds wrapping around it. If you're new to us, you're probably also new to the world of VS diamonds. I got to warn you, we will spoil you here. We will spoil you with our diamond quality. You may not be able to shop anywhere else after TVON just because we bring you that quality of diamonds most do not have. And we have no open at 12. So I should probably skip it and save it for another day. Maybe just bring it out tomorrow. Maybe bring it out an hour from now. $5,000 rings shouldn't be going for $1,200, but we don't even have the open yet. So again, this is a little bit different than what we normally do, but I have a feeling, I have faith in our viewers that know when a value is a value, and you know when a value is just silly low. This is another level of value. This is beyond. We're so far under cost, it's really laughable at this point. I'm going to go lower than even 12. Let's not even do 11. Let me go to a cool $1,000 even open. Let's just start there. And when I say start there, I mean start there, because I wouldn't be surprised if we get up to, and did we have someone actually, I think we had someone verifying at 15, and I'm just up here chatting, so I got distracted. But we're looking for $1,000 to start. Let's see what the ring looks like here, up close and personal. I'll try it on again, and then we're going to see what we've got going on out there. $1,000, and you know what, we'll give it 60 seconds to get it started. So let's see what we can do here. I have a feeling it's going to be a day that we're not going to soon forget when it comes to value. I know that because we have been doing this all week long. We have been bringing some of the craziest values I have ever witnessed in all my 23 years of doing this, and soon to be 8 years right here on this network. Man, am I excited about that anniversary. That's a big deal. So here we are, and we are looking for $1,000 only. Do we have it? Let's see. It sounds like we might be verifying. Yes, I'm too low. And it won't be the first time. It's not the first time, and it won't be the last time today. I would stay put it, whatever you think you thought you had to do in the next couple hours on this Saturday, you can move it on back because you don't want to miss the values that are in this show in the next couple of hours. Look what's happening right now. Here it is on the hand again for you. Yes, we're even going to change the gold. Now, I recommend this one in the white gold. I always do. Even though it's a saturated stone, we sometimes avoid yellow gold with a lighter kunzite because you don't want it to absorb any of the golden color. Honestly, this is so strong. Look at that. Look what it's doing. That's not a special effect. I don't have any star filters here. Look at what that's doing. That's the cutting and the stone, as beautiful as that is, doing what kunzite does, only at the best, highest level. And do we have okay, so we have $1,000? Thank you so much. We have $1,000. There's some good news there. We got the open. It's good news. It's good news for whoever our leader is too, because they're in a position to steal it, outright steal it, but it's legal. No ramifications to you except you get to enjoy it. And I think every time you look down at that ring, not only are you going to say, gosh, that's gorgeous, but I think you're going to feel good. I feel extra happy when I get a really good value. It's one thing to love something and splurge to get it. But I think it's even better when you get the double high of get something you love and you got it at a deal all at the same time. That's even better. And that's what we have here. So we have $1,000. I'm going to give it 2 minutes because maybe this was a bad idea. Maybe it is too early for an auction. That's okay. I'm still going to sell it. We still got to go here. So let's give it 2 final minutes on the clock. We'll see if anybody else wants to jump in here. But if, oh, look at that clock too. Those are my 2 favorite colors right now. There's something about the purple combination with the black that's so, so, so cool, right? And so very neon special. It feels just special. It feels like a lucky moment here. And we're lucky to have you with us. I think you're lucky to be with us right at this moment in time with 95 seconds left on this auction. Those colors are good, right? And the fact is we're using a purple to match the stone, and yet it's kunzite. Normally you would use a pink, 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 light pink. And so just that fact is what I really just keep trying to stress, is that even though we get used to these great qualities here and we get accustomed to seeing this high level quality, that is so atypical from what you see. And let's face it, it's a rare gem, so it's not easy to find in the first place in any variety, in any color. It's hard to find because it's just a rare exotic stone on its own. Look at this on the hand one more time. And we have a minute left. And we're looking for 1,010 or more. Power bids are welcome. 1,500, 2,000, they'd be great values too. If you win it at 3,000, you can feel good about that. You'd still be saving $2 grand off the was price. The was price was $5,000. We're at $1,000. Forget about half. I mean, even 75% off of that price would have been much more. Think about what we're doing here. It's crazy, isn't it? This is so stunning, and 30 seconds remaining, and then we'll sell it. And then we're going to see what we have. I don't know. We're going to do more auctions today. We have that top of the hour in 10 minutes. That turquoise piece. Don't forget about the tanzanite earrings. I think they're still here. We've got a Pata Eva wheel as well with men's and ladies' rings together. Do we have anybody else? Anybody want to go 1010 or more? Maybe 1,100? Maybe 1,500? Or is that too much to ask when we've got the value here like we do? It's been really happening. We're still bringing such value. That is such a good ring. That is such a good ring right there. I can't believe it's 7 carats 30 for it. Anyway, we've got 1,000. I got to move. Do we have 1,010? Yes, no? Got it? Sold. Congratulations. That's gone. I do want to show you this blue zircon. Mentioned that we had a blue zircon in the same mounting we saw earlier with a copper bearing purple, but look at the depth of color. Let me see if I can polish it here. Seems like everyone's been admiring this jewelry this morning. Look at that. Beautiful blue zircon. Very saturated color here. And it's going to be out number 112, 6210. Thank you so much on the kunzite. And here we go with our 405 pear shape, which I need to zoom back so you can see all of the ring from top to bottom. That pear shape design, the scrolling work you have throughout, the diamonds around it. Look at that. There's a big diamond east and west before that triangular design heads out towards the band there. You see there's a bigger diamond. So just little details like that. Little heart shapes that are more or less hidden because they may be apparent when you're up close and personal. But when you look at it from further away, you realize, oh, it just looks lacy to me. It just looks like I'm not a heart-shaped person. We all fall into one category or not. You either love heart shapes or you don't. And, you know, I happen to not be in that category. But I got to say, when you've got diamond weight at, what was this one, 46 points, and you've got a piece when you see it from a distance like it is here, you don't see that. It just looks like a filigree detail. Like, I'm not a heart-shaped person, but it doesn't mean I'm anti-love. I love love. So, like, that's the whole point, is that they're there. But it almost looks like little zigzags right now from a distance away. It just looks like little zigzags of gold that are detailed with mill grain. So it's even better. It's almost like the meaning is there, because you know we love meaning no matter what. We love a great meaningful piece of jewelry. So maybe that's going to indicate love, or maybe that's a gift you give of love to somebody you care about. And they wear it knowing that that design is kind of tucked in, is a little special, maybe not so obvious, like we see heart-shaped stones, we see heart-shaped designs in jewelry. Those would be the more obvious pieces. This is more of that subtle nod to that love, that attention, that care, that beautiful look, but done in a more just artful way, where it's really just detailed. We're going to blow this out right now. It's one of those darker zircons too. I like to point that out when we get these more rich, intense colors. It's really saturated. So instead of being that lighter color, it's really intense and bright. So you don't see that as often, and it's not $39.99 any longer. Yes. Hi, Brenda. How's she doing today? Happy Saturday, Brenda in Wisconsin. Always love to hear from her. Thank you for watching. We've got our 4 carat 05, and we'll blow it out right now for $1,999 only. $19.99 instead. White yellow rose, by the way. I would almost love to see that deeper color in the yellow. I think that'd be very rich. And don't forget, only a couple pieces from the first hour. Tanzanite drops, rubellite, the museum rubellite, and the piece we started with the bypass with the platinum and the 18K. That's all we have left from the show so far. And we got to move that one, $19.99. And then on our way, did you guys take your guesses as to what that new stone is that we've never had the likes of before? Also have a very large conch pearl. These have been very popular of late. We have one in a ring. I'll just flash it here for you. It's a really substantial platinum mounting too. Ooh, champagne, please. Champagne and white diamonds together. Triple row princess cuts, wrapping down the sides. Again, this is the essence of a one-of-a-kind piece. Not only is it one of the rarest organic stones in the world, but it's a platinum setting with major diamond weight here. Hey, Andy, do you want to check on that diamond weight? It says 14 points. It's not 14 points. And it says white and champagne, and I think it's probably just 114. Maybe they left off a digit. I don't know. But we'll wait till we get a carat weight on that one. But that, I just want to let you know, we have not, I mean, whoever tuned in today thinking you'd see a conch pearl in the first place, that's almost 2 carats. And then the fact that it's got the additional champagne and white diamonds. By the way, we've never even seen champagne princess cuts here before, ever. Never, not as accents, not as an individual stone, never. So all right there, just the mounting alone makes it ridiculously rare. So that's important too. I got to wait till we get a proper carat weight on that. So just letting you know it's here. If you'd like to call me right now because that's the piece of your dreams, remember these are the stones that come out of the queen conch pearls, or queen conch shells. It's a sea snail. And it's that big shell that we're going to show you here. This, you know, this stone comes out of the, you look at the shell here in the inner part of the shell, and the, I'm not sure if I don't think they call it nacre, but the inside of the shell there is actually going to be, you see the multiple colors of pink from lighter to deeper. And so just so you know, the right side with the deeper pink colors is a more desired, a little bit more expensive of an already expensive stone just because they're rare. So you see where this falls on that level of saturation. Go ahead, Jess. Oh, hi, Tree. We've got I'm hearing from a lot of friends. The cats are watching too. Oh gosh, now let me see here. I should know their names. Donovan is one of them. I want to say, is it Dexter? I don't know. I might be totally making that up. But Donovan is one of them, yes. Thank you guys. So the cats are watching too. That's great. Well, some of my biggest fans are animals. Dogs, cats that watch the show over the years. Hear that voice and come to the television. Yeah. If only my own dog would listen to me as well as some of our friends and family's dogs and cats do. My own dog really just somehow, she has big old ears and she doesn't hear a word I say somehow. But here we are with 112-5937. Andy, any update or should we wait on that one? Okay, so we'll wait on that till I can get a proper carat weight. So I just noticed that carat weight's off. So that's one that's coming up, and if you want to just grab it quickly, you can. I have to show you this. This is awfully pretty. And this is a blue-green. Do you want to take it? It's right there. This is going to be item number 112-6227, and I hope it'll balance, but I don't think it will. It is one of our Congolese stones, and it is 4 carats 98. I guess as we shout out the cats and dogs, we should also shout out the husbands and wives, right? Since it was Tracy and Alan, they're both watching. So didn't mean to neglect you guys. Appreciate the human viewers just as much, but always get a kick out of the pets that watch the show. But here we are with the 498 round, and it's always, oh, look at that. Just a really cool way to do the square halo, and then the outside just feel like a soft little triangle, and it's 26 points in diamond weight. I just think there's something special about a round that is gleaming like that is in this blue-green. On this one, it's mostly green. It's about, I would say, 80-20 green to blue, but it's not green. If it was solid green, like 100%, it would look more like an emerald green. This is more still a blue-green. I'm a spearmint color, but it's a huge size. It's very affordable. I want to show you on the hand because it's just so lovely. The way this just glows and sparkles and kind of looks like, I've got a whole wheel of tourmalines that are copper content in this color later, but that's what's fun about the Congolese. The Congolese are to the green blues, much like what we see out of this new find of Brazil that's to the blue greens. So it's really just, again, may have copper, may not, but definitely has that visual neon brightness that we love to see, and it's better than $59.99 today. We have about 1 minute till our top of the hour turquoise is coming out to play. That is just astounding me with value. I wanted to really do something special as we, all start to maybe think about holiday season, or maybe we're just, again, looking for more affordable options in jewelry. We have something really special coming up for our top of the hour. And so that's coming in about 45 seconds, but this one's got to go first, so we'll make it under $3,000 to try and do so and make it even easier than even $29.99, or how about this, $28.88? Seems like a good value for a 5-carat tourmaline that's clean like that. It is, but we're going to make it even more affordable than $29 or $28 or $27. Why not? Just send it on out. Let's make it $2,499 on this incredible stone right away. $24.99 when it's been really an hour that's been really accentuated and punctuated by great tourmalines. And one of them is still here. It would be the big rubellite, the 1538. So again, only a few options available from hour number 1. So call and ask about the tanzanite earrings that were our lowest per carat price we've seen in Museum Reserve ever. We have a big top of the hour coming up. We have gorgeous ruby later. I just want to hold this up for you so you can really see the beauty of that stone there. That is clean as can be. Just stunning saturation and cutting in that Portuguese cut round. All right, it's top of the hour time. Let's talk about what's happening next. This is just a thrill to bring you for our top of the hour. Welcome to the show. Glad you're with us. And again, if you've been with us, thank you for being here for hour number 1, because historic values have been seen already. We're going to keep that going with a loss leader. It's been forever since I've been able to do something like this. 112-5768 is coming up, and this is one that, truth be told, I had for a few days here. Actually, a couple weeks I've been thinking about this, really anticipating bringing it to you, just out of sheer joy and excitement that in today's gold and gem and diamond world, we can bring you something that's got it all, and yet make it so affordable so that it's giftable. It's kind of a treat yourself moment too, ladies, and maybe, just maybe, you get 1, 2, or 3, or 4, because it'd be a great gift for everybody. This is not something I would say if it was a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 ring, like it could very well be. We know what gold's doing, and we know we're still bringing solid gold despite what the prices are saying on a per ounce level. We know we're still bringing you the best of the best in exotic gems. That's just not something that's going to change. That is really the core of who we are at TVON, is quality first, gemstones first. But to get a ring like what you're about to see in Sleeping Beauty turquoise, a solid, not reconstituted, not some kind of stabilized material where it's basically ground up little bits of turquoise that are then formed to look like a gem. That's most of what you see. Just like in diamonds right now, we have to ask the question, is it man-made or is it natural? Because at this point, the diamond world is pretty much completely, we're seeing saturation of most everything now. Even places that we used to rely on for fine diamonds out of the earth are now going lab-grown, man-made. So those are questions that are important to ask, just so you know what you're getting and so you know how your hard-earned dollar is being invested. But also, in turquoise, it's one that I always warn these days, you really have to ask those questions or read the fine print of descriptions if you're looking somewhere where you have an actual description, because you want to know, is this natural from the earth in solid gem form, or is it some kind of way around that? Because let's face it, most of the Sleeping Beauty, it's been mined out now for some time. The mine's been closed for years. It's in Globe, Arizona, so it's one of these USA-made stones, which a lot of stones from the earth come from different points of the globe, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there is something cool about getting the best in the world out of a USA mine. And this one in Arizona, but has been shut down for so many years. So it's really, it's taken a huge couple of things have happened as a result. Obviously, there's less of it out there. That's the basic. But the less of it out there drives the price up, drives the value up, even if you already have one. If you have Sleeping Beauty, congratulations. Yours is more high value than when you bought it. Because if you bought it yesterday or a year ago or a decade ago, it's more high value now than it ever was, because that's what's happening. And it's all specific to this quality, because the Sleeping Beauty mine still is the best in the world. And what I'm about to bring you is that Sleeping Beauty in a round, in a 1 carat 20 minimum stone, then flanked by diamonds on either side. It's like a bookend of diamonds in the most beautiful, like from the side, it looks like a little bow. but from front on, it looks modern and fresh, and it's still stackable. It's wearable anywhere on the hand. It's giftable because this is a stone that goes with everything. And even if she already has a turquoise, even if you already have a turquoise, you ask the question, is it Sleeping Beauty that you have? Because if you have some of the world's other turquoise, more likely it's green, more likely it's matrix. It's got a lot of that veining we see, and there's nothing wrong with that, except if you want higher or best quality, you're going here. So we'll take a look at it. It's our loss leader for today, and we haven't seen one in a while. This is a beautiful piece here that we're going to show you up close, and watch this carat 20. Stunning round, true color. Robin's egg blue is what you look for to get really the indicator that you've got top quality material. That is what this is. Then you also have a diamond weight. There are, it's really diamond accents here on the sides, but then you've got the 3 points in diamonds. Carat 20 minimum round, mirror finishing, and I want to show you how this does because it actually, you see it comes up and makes this little corner and that turn up to where you see that from the sides, it almost looks like a little bow tie. And you've got this really great style that's in white, yellow, or rose gold. Very nice to have options there, and yet has a modern feel because of this wider presence of gold. We like it. We like it a lot. And yet, it's going to be one of the big moments for our turquoise lovers ever all time. We have been so thrilled to bring you this one. And I'm going to show it on the hand, of course. You want to see the size. And yet, I think it's that nice mix of, it's substantial, but it's not oversized because we want something for everybody here. If it's a loss leader, I want everyone to be able to take advantage. I want it to be that perfect sizable piece where you feel good about the amount of gold you're getting, your gem presents, your diamonds, but I want you to have a wearable everyday piece. I'm a fan of wearing turquoise every day because it's such a great stone, not only to go with other things, I think it makes other things we're wearing in other colors better. There's something about color blocking that I love, but certain colors, sometimes you have to be very specific with the tones of colors you're using. Somehow this bright Sleeping Beauty material, it works with everything from neutrals to brights to neons to pastels. There is not a color, and I'm thinking about what you're wearing in your wardrobe, what you're wearing every day, or think about the other gems you love to wear in the jewelry that you're not taking off, right? For me, it's an amethyst every day I wear. I love a turquoise. I wear a turquoise more often than not. And I want it to be able to play with all the other pieces of jewelry, both on the neckline, the earrings, the bangles, the bracelets, everything. This is the one that's going to play with the wardrobe colors. It's going to play with your other jewelry, your gemstones, obviously your diamonds, but I love it. I advocated for this in yellow gold as the sample. Unfortunately, it's here in the white gold because I say unfortunately only because it looks great. It just, I think a really good turquoise, when you get into the finest high level color, I think it looks best and most rich in the yellow gold. So take that for what it's worth. My turquoise, for the most part, I've got turquoise in every color gold, but I even rose. But I really, my favorite, my go-to is mine, turquoise and my yellow gold. I love it to pieces. So this one's going to be our loss leader event. It's going to be very busy on these phone lines, but I don't have enough to go around for everybody. So that's something to keep in mind as well, especially when it should be at a great value. I know we're all feeling like a $17.77 about TVON price should be. It's going to be a lot better than that. And I don't mean $9.99 either. I mean really saying, here's what we can do to, yes, continue to make fine jewelry affordable for one and all. Not something you have to break the bank to invest into. Something you could gift to, let's say you've got my grandmother, who I was thinking a lot of yesterday, because yesterday was would have been her birthday. It would have been her 97th birthday yesterday, and just I think of her so often. But I was thinking of her, and with a heavy heart yesterday, and I think about how many all the grandkids that she had. She had so many different grandkids and great grandchildren, and she had that dilemma of sometimes wanting to have something of the same kind of gifting, but for different, women that were all different ages. I mean, she had grandkids that spanned, and great grandkids that spanned, 35, 40 years in age difference. So there was a lot of different things that you would think, well, that might be an idea, but it doesn't really work for everybody. And this is the kind of jewelry that the classic style, if you need to get multiple gifts or multiple daughters, multiple granddaughters, or daughters and granddaughters alike, and they could all wear it with pride and all wear it no matter what their style is. Just because we're family doesn't mean we have the same style. My goodness, I look at just, my brother and I and how different we are. And then, of course, we know how cousins can be very different. So, we're all related by blood, but that doesn't mean we all have the exact same style. So what do you do to carry through? I think a ring like this is a great option. So gifting, And I wouldn't even say that if it's $1,777 or $999. We're going to make it a lot more affordable than that for you. And that's what we're doing right now. In busy lines already, because this is a big top of the hour for good reason. And we're about to wow you, because those of you that pay attention, I know you do, to what fine jewelry goes for these days are going to be absolutely floored by what we're able to bring in this loss leader today for you, in a wearable design, in top quality turquoise, with VS diamonds to boot, and it's not going to be even $999. So already where we've got 3 gone and spoken for now is about to get a little crazier. Just a reminder that we don't have an unlimited amount to go around. That is the case. So this is extremely important, and let me know if you like it. And yes, we do have that conch pearl coming back out with a new diamond weight, which looks much more accurate. And here's what we'll do instead of $999 or $888 or $777. Gifting, it's also stackable. Here's what it looks like on the hand. From, you saw it across the room, let's show you a more close-up view there so you can see also the profile and the way, if you see there, it actually, see how it actually elevates up? It's kind of like the lips of gold there that come up and around and then separate out from the turquoise itself. Sometimes we're tempted to just put the bar right next to the turquoise. Instead, it allows it to still be mirror finished on the sides between your turquoise and the diamond, so where it's going to give you a little reflective mirror-like quality. And I don't have a lot of people who are saying yes to $777 as much as we'd like. And the freedom of a loss leader is truly this. You've got a limited quantity of something. We're going to bring it down in price. We're going to make it affordable to the point of it's below our own cost to make sure that it's a value that's a headline for you all at home. And this is really for brand new shoppers who want to dip their toe in the water. Try TVON. Maybe you're not doing that with a $10,000 piece. Maybe you want to try it with something affordable. What about those that do need gifting ideas? We don't get to make fine jewelry giftable anymore today when gold is almost $3,000 an ounce. And then we're pouring in exotic gems and diamonds. So it's not something that's really feasible at this point. This is, because it's a loss leader for our top of the hour, because it's better than $699, because it's better than $599, and by goodness, we're going to make this more affordable than any ring I've seen here in a long, long time. And I could remember the days, because I've been doing this so long, where yes, I could have a ring for $500. Was it usually solid gold in 14K? No. Did it have VS diamonds? No. Was it a stone as exotic as the best turquoise in the world? Absolutely not. But I've been doing this long enough to remember a few little basic bands with an amethyst or a red garnet or a citrine for $500. But that was 23 years ago. Those days are gone. So in this October 12th day, on this fabulous day, this Saturday, right as we're thinking about holidays maybe coming around the corner, this is not even going to be a $500 ring or a $499 ring. This is the beauty of what we're doing. True loss leaders, so giftable if you want to go that way. A treat yourself moment if you're on a budget. A great way to try us for the first time if you haven't yet. Trust me, we will be addicting you to the quality, especially when you get the quality at this value where it's not even $499. Look at this ring. What in the world is happening for $500? Are there many options to get a fine jewelry piece of any kind? Especially a wider band ring like this is. And yes, we're busy. And yes, we're going to sell them out. But are you paying $499? I still am thinking giftable. Maybe multiple pieces. Maybe you get 2 or 3 or 4. This is the time right now to do it because it's not even $499 for the fabulous ring you're seeing. It does not get any better. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, pets. Maybe this is what we should get. You know, our pets sometimes should treat us for everything we do for them. Maybe this is the way that you pretend your pet, since we have got a lot of them watching today, maybe this is the way that they treat you to something, right? This is the way you're going, okay, that's going to be my gift from all those that I take care of, right? The kids, the grandkids, the places you volunteer, right? A little something for you because you know you deserve it, and now you're not even going to hardly notice that charge in fine jewelry on your credit card because it's not even $499. We're busy already. They will sell out. Maybe you get one in white and yellow. Maybe you get a couple for gifting. Maybe you don't know who they're going for, but you know that that's a ring with a higher value than what you're paying. And it's one that will be beloved because it's fine jewelry and it's not even $499. Let's make it more affordable than that. We're going to take it down. This is something I've not seen in literally decades. That is what's so exciting about this. It's not going to be $450 or $449. And already I just heard someone's taken 4. One caller shopping for 4 separate rings, getting 4 rings. I don't know what they're doing for gold colors, but they're taking advantage. This is the moment to do it right here, right now. Not even $440, $430, $420, $419. These are price tags I don't get to talk about very often because I only sell fine jewelry. Solid gold, gemstones, and VS diamonds. You get it all here. And the most important really in all of the turquoise world, and yet it's $399 for the ring. And a great chance to try it. A great chance to say, you know what, I need the best turquoise. I want to try the best. Let me see what the Sleeping Beauty hype is all about. Because it's not hype that's unwarranted. Sometimes hype is just that. It's hype and nothing more. There's nothing behind it. This is like a stone that's going to live up to the hype you've heard about with the Sleeping Beauties, and why they're so important, and why they're so sought after, and why we adore them so much, with no matrix, true like a robin's egg blue color that is a signature color of one of the biggest and best designers in the world. If that was in their store in sterling silver, it would be about 7 times the price, and you know it, and I know it. But that's the ring to get. And if you get yellow gold, oh my goodness, you're going to love the yellow gold. There is such a beautiful look and combination you get with the yellow gold together that I can't say enough about. Most of my turquoise that I own, and yes, I own several, I seem to never get enough turquoise. I love turquoise, but I will tell you right now, if you really want to really bring the blues and the saturations out, you want it to look like $1 million, you go with the yellow gold. I just think it's so rich. And now we always see when gold gets really high, as it now is permanently, it seems like. I don't think it's ever going to go lower to what we remember it being decades ago. I don't think it's likely that we ever go down to lows in gold anymore. I mean, it's just the way of the world now. But if you are someone who knows that gold tends to be where it gets really, really high in per ounce price, tends to be the yellow gold kind of overtakes, because that's what immediately looks like gold, is yellow gold, right? So a lot of times it's where it's more sought after more when gold gets higher, because everyone wants to say, hey, I've got the real deal gold. I've got 14 karat gold. And sometimes the white gold obviously can look like platinum or sterling, right? Neither of which are as important as gold is right now. That's a fact. So $399, we'll give it a final minute. I think we're almost sold out anyways, so it sounds like we're down to last call. And grab it. I mean, it's just an important way to try. If you don't have the Sleeping Beauty turquoise, this is a way to upgrade. If you need a great gifting idea, I think younger gals can wear it as well. I do. I think it's a gem that knows no age. I don't think really gems do. I don't think there's ever a gem that is for one age or another, or one demographic or another. I think that's just about what we personally like. But when it's about that bluish, kind of sky blue meets a little bit of like that, there's something it's hard to describe, because it's not a typical cobalt blue. It's not even really, I just called it sky blue. It's not even really that. It really is turquoise, right? Turquoise is a color descriptor we use a lot. When we see that color in fashion, we call it turquoise. It's very much the stone name, but it's also really a descriptor of what the most fabulous looks like. It's much more common to get more green turquoise. It's much more common to get a lot of matrix. The fact this has neither of those, it's that true, solid, continuous, matrix-free, solid, pure blue like it is really important. So that's what makes it so high quality. And our last call is now. So do let me know if you like that. We're going to talk about, we've got a great private collection stone. We have some ruby here. Emerald is also here. Yellow diamonds, blue zircon in an evil eye style. That's really going to be popular, I have a feeling, in a necklace. We've got that on the way, and anything you want to request. We haven't had any requests yet, but we'd love them. That's just wild, isn't it? $399 for a ring. Okay, so coming up, and here's the ruby that has been here a little bit. It's going to take a little extra discounting today. Look at this. The ruby that's got a fingerprint. Wouldn't you know it? Put it up there. Can't see it in person. Put it up for its debut. There it is. There's the ruby. So that's an option later on today. I do have, so just let me finish my thought on this conch pearl now that we've got the diamond weight figured out. It's 112-5937. And keep calling on the turquoise, because I think we're in, yep, 3 left. All right, 3 left right now, but that doesn't count everybody that's on the lines. So I have a feeling that's going to continue to be popular. I'll probably be letting you know that sold out in a matter of moments. Here's 112-5937. And we remind you, this is the carat 74 in platinum. It's a conch pearl in one of the bigger sizes. Yes, Jason, go ahead. Measure the 12 karat tanzanite ring. Are you talking about the earrings that we had? Oh, the earrings. Yes. So you want the millimeter size on the stone or inches? Stone millimeter size on the earrings was as follows. It's a width of 9 millimeters, the shorter side, and a length of 11. So 9 by 11, those are calibrated. Here they are really quickly. Those are the 9 by 11. Emerald cut tanzanite drop earrings that we had for $380 a carat earlier today. Still here, but probably not for long. And here we are with our conch pearl in champagne and white diamonds, all princess cuts, all invisibly set, triple row wrapping down the sides. This would be our 174. I do have an updated diamond weight. 70 points in the champagnes and 30 points in the white diamonds. So that means altogether 1 total carat champagne and white diamonds to go along with this very rare and bright, solid. There's no, like sometimes we'll see lighter, like a little lighter spot or little white spots to these conch pearls. Remember, they're grown within the mollusk, or rather the sea snail. It's considered the sea snail shell. The conch shell is what, you know, you put up to your ear, the ocean. They're that big, massive shell. About 1 in every 15,000 produces a pearl inside. Then, out of all of those stones, you got about 10% of those that are gem quality. Most of the time, they were really gem quality would mean a nice shape. They're not Baroque or kind of like those misshapen looks like we see in Baroque pearls. This is round or really kind of oval. Carat 74 is huge. They're normally big in 30, 40 points. The fact it's almost 2 carats is massive. We got a great value. There's a reason. We brought these, we debuted them quite some time ago, and they were, as they should be, very, very expensive. And since then, we've been bringing some newer pricing on our conch pearls, which has really just blown the minds of collectors here at TVON, marveling at how affordable we're making these stones. Knowing that if you've seen them elsewhere, you know well how very expensive they are. Take a look at this. This is not going to be that $8,999 price tag. We get to make it a lot more affordable, and that's why they're going oh so quickly now these days, is that we actually can't even keep them in stock. When I bring them out, they tend to go quickly, and then the question is, do we have any more? This is my only one today in that big size, and yet it's going to be better than even $8,999. I know we got to preview it. We didn't have the diamond weight accurate. Now we do. Let me show it on. Remember, this is all platinum. It's got to stay in the platinum, but look at that from a distance, and what a unique combination to have champagne and white diamonds, but that premium cutting of that princess cut with it together on the sides. It's not even going to be even half of this price. $4,500 so far. Best value I've seen on a stone that size. It's not $45,000. It's not even $4,000. We'll blow it out for $39.99. Yes. Elaine in Texas is brand new. Thank you, Elaine. Was she picking up a turquoise? I thought so. Wonderful way to start our shopping experience together. Thank you, Elaine. Welcome in Texas. What about you, Allison? Did you have a new shopper as well? I thought so. Kathy from where? Alabama. Wonderful. Hi, Kathy in Alabama. Thank you so much. Welcome to our show. Jason, are you taking the tansy earrings? I love those so much. Thank you so much. Let me know who's shopping those. Those tanzanite earrings are sold. And now we're talking about a $39.99 carat 74 conch pearl. All right, next up, we are on our way. We've got some more, tanzanites, 2 rounds to show you. We either have a 7 or a 4. 2 great options in both very wearable rounds, if you ask me. We also do have an emerald deal plus the blue zircon necklace, and some of my favorite earrings are here in diamonds. Something that's designed after a piece that I own and love, that I wear all the time, that you guys demanded we make. So we have that too. Coming up in a little bit, diamond quatrefoil princess cut earrings. So more with the princess cuts still to come later. I do want to show you this because it's ultra, ultra, ultra rare. I know we said take your guesses as to what this is, which just visually it looks like a chrysoberyl, or sometimes it could look like a spine. Maybe you're thinking Paraíba, and if you guessed any one of those 3, well, unfortunately, you're incorrect. But this is because it's meant to be a little bit of a brain teaser of sorts, because this is not a stone. Well, I'll clarify. It's a stone we've had, but we've never had this color before. So we've had the gem. The gem is out of Tanzania. Big hint there. And it's 1125836, one of the rarest stones I can possibly bring you, even more rare. It's following a conch pearl. And technically speaking, we've had more conch pearls than we've had this stone. So it is more rare because this is the unheated variety of zoisite. Unheated varieties of zoisite are usually still a blue-green color most of the time. We've seen a couple here, we call them our peacock stones, peacock tanzanites, blues and green varieties that subtly mix. That's usually the color blend you get. Now, obviously, anything in unheated zoisite is rare because they heat almost everything that's ever been mined. That's always the way it's been. This has been a stone discovered in 1967 or 69. There's a little debate as to which is accurate, but the late 1960s. It probably only has 15 to 20 years left maximum. So generational gem, one source in the world. But we know this. We obviously bring the best of the best in blue wing block Ds. You'll see more today. But this is a stone that is zoisite. We call it zoisite because to me, it can only be called tanzanite if it's a blue zoisite. So we still call the blue greens tanzanite that are unheated. This is really a green golden zoisite. Think of like a lemon lime color. It almost looks like Paraíba because it's got a neon type of color tone to it, but it's also going to be a big size. It's a carat 65 in this cushion. We're calling it apple green. It's from the private collection. So this was set aside a long time ago. I can tell you it's been here in our private collection of our gem family here at TVON for decades. And we decided since we're bringing out some new and fresh for the fall season, let's bring out something you haven't seen. We've had some pink zoisites. I've had some golden zoisites. I have not had this distinctive neon apple green color in a zoisite. So we're really excited it's here and it's collectible, and really technically you shouldn't be able to put a price on something like this because it is so unique and collectible. But it's 18 karat gold. Stays in the white gold here. It's a carat 65. I love seeing the clean white gold, especially with all baguette diamonds that we have on the sides that are really set into the gold as well. 29 points is your diamond weight, and this is unheated Tanzanian zoisite. So completely that, yes, go ahead, Allison. Oh, good, we have one. We do have a round coming up, Kathy, so brand new register. I don't know how long she's been watching, but we do have our blue wing block D that is exclusive here. And we do have a 4 carat round coming up shortly, so I'll be getting to that. We may just do it next, bottom of the hour, coming up. Let's do it next. Here we go on this rare, rare, rare. And if you already collect the blue wings, great. If you already have, maybe you got one of the pink or the goldens, which have been very pricey, but they've been here and they've been going out as well. Here's your chance to get something new for the collection, something maybe you didn't know existed until now, something that has that green, yellow, golden glow. Look at that stone. It's fresh, isn't it? And I will make it easy. This is supposed to be $18,999. That's one way to admire it and say, what a stone. But instead, I'd like to make sure that it does go, and I think that $19,000 is asking a lot. It's just a little above our average price point here, so we're going to bring it down and make this affordable when there's no realistic way to put a price tag on this because, you know, people ask all the time, well, what's the retail? What would it be somewhere else? What would it be at another shopping network? Well, the answer is I can't give you one. If someone's giving you a retail price tag on a green unheated Tanzanian zoisite, they're lying because there's not any of it in retail. This is rare. It's rare enough to find the heated tanzanites that are block Cs right now. They're expensive too when you do find them. Tanzanites really, I think everyone's hip to the game. There's not a lot of material left. It's really waned over the recent years. There's not as much coming out that used to be. Obviously, all those things we're knowledgeable on. We see them. They're household name stones. But to get a tanzanite from that source that is as distinctive as this color is, that is as rare as this color is, that's what makes the difference. And I'm not even asking $89.99 because we want one of our collectors to share in the joy of the stone. That is why we're really a network of sharing. We're not about selling, we're about sharing. We really take these private collection gems that nobody else would be able to give you, nobody else has access to, and we're making them affordable so that you can add them to your very special collection and know you're getting something that you can't find anywhere else. And it's not going to be $89, $79, $69, or $59.99. So suddenly we've made it very affordable for what this is. And we get to bring it even more affordable for you. And it's not even, not even where we end up, $59.99, $49.99. Forget about all of that. Let's make it really simple and easy. And it will go for $39.99. And that's it. On a super highly collectible piece with, might I add, very large baguette diamonds. Yes, who's this for? Miss A is another new register from where? Do we know yet? Okay, so we have a color change fiend for her. I don't know if she's seen these before because, oh, she is. Wonderful. New York. Miss A, color change fiend coming up right now. Did she specifically want a radiant cut? It's my very favorite cut for the stone. I love the rounds. But the radiants are, well, you can see here for yourself what a radiant does to this radiant stone. It is a color-changing phenomenal gem. I know it's pretty new to the world of gems because I introduced it to the world in 2017. Nobody knew such a thing existed. I had checked every book, every outlet, every Gemological Institute of America connection I had. And nobody even knew such a thing existed because we'd heard of sphene, but we'd not heard of color change sphene, and this is it. And now, lately, we've had a couple new stones for you. They're going to be that really opulent clarity that it doesn't always give. It's a 213, so from 6292 on the odd number. And could we send it from 213 LA to all the way to New York? We're going to do it. If we want it, call me quickly. This is what I call the fleur-de-lis mounting. It gives me a little bit of Parisian flavor and vibe, the way it's got what looks like a little fleur-de-lis on the sides there, leading up to your halo in the center. That diamond weight is going to be 46 points as well, and you get the option of changing the gold. So if you love the yellow gold as it is, good, it's ready to go. We just need to know your size and we'll get it out to you. If you would prefer to have the white or the rose, that's no problem either. We can do that for you and you don't pay a penny for that. So great opportunity here. Now the sphenes, just a word to the wise here, the color change sphenes rarely stick around. They are rare and everybody knows it. And when we make them as affordable as we do, that's why they go. So let's take a look at it. It's going to be a very, very special $49.99 should be ring, and it's right here. Literally, there's the ring, there's the bag, that's the price. It's not going to be $49.99. Let me try it on for you so you can see the size from a distance, and thank you for that request. I'm not sure if it's for this specific ring or just a color change sphene in general, knowing that this is one of the few places in the world to ever get one. But there is going to be a very special mark down here to make it more affordable, and I so rarely have a 2 carat plus. I am thrilled to get a 1 carat stone in this material. 2 carats is another level. This is our 2 carat 13. I won't even ask for $2,500 on a 2 carat 13. That's when you know the magical discounts are happening. Right here, right now, I'm blowing it out for you. You can get any gold. Look at that true. Sometimes they get a little more olive in tone. This one's got a really true, bright, almost emerald-like green color to start. Changes to red if you're in a different light environment. And we're not going to ask for 25 or 24 or 23 or 22, 21. There's only one piece in the world that looks like that. And I do believe that's the largest we have besides the 5 carat, which gets you about $18,000. So here's an easier, more affordable way to do it, and it's only $1,999 instead. So a big moment. Be a little bit careful when you wear them. Just don't, make sure to not give it any really hard knocks against that stone. Just always like to advise, being a little softer stone as it is. And by the way, that green zoisite is still here if anybody wants it. So is our conch pearl. So we've been kind of hanging out in the real elite part of the museum. Like not just the museum, but the real super cool back room of the museum where you have to be like a dignitary to even go back to see those stones, super extra high level security. That's where we've been hanging out these last few ideas, haven't we? And we'll get to our 4 carat next. For our many people, and I know it's always the #1 requested size to get in our blue wing block Ds is that 4 to 5 carat. I'm going to bring you one coming up. It's a round and it's absolutely spectacular. This one's sold. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to show you the 4 carat 08 next. Take a look at this. Wow, blue wing block D is always unmistakable. And it's going to be the big one. Well, we have a larger one in a round. I got to zoom back though because this is a large ring overall. Sometimes with the stones, we'll leave it and kind of keep it very simple as far as the setting style. In this occasion, we went a little bit extra, i.e. double halo, and with that outer halo being the floral that it is, kind of a floral leafy-like look, and it's item number 112-6182. Very, very important stone. Congrats, by the way, on that sphene. Loving that one. Here we are with the 4 carat 08 plus a carat 11 in diamonds to go along with it. And a very special blue wing block D that's showing off the reds already in a lower light environment. It's going to be even better and more of those reds we love. But here's your chance to pick up the $89.99 ring, and if you don't mind, I'm just going to blow it out. We're going to see a bigger one later. Let me flash that in case you want to hold on for the 7 carat. Obviously, the 720 is going to be a little bit more. It also has almost 2 carats in diamonds. So this one's going to be a bit more. But that's the 720 we'll have later in a bridge that's got a carat 84 in diamonds. This one's going to be more, so quite a bit more. So we'll just let you know right in advance. If this is the price you like, then go for it. Because yeah, going up in size and doubling up your carat weights are going to, obviously be a little bit more money. But here's what we're going to do for you to make this affordable. And if you don't mind, I know you won't. Nobody's going to mind me discounting because these have gone up a bit, as they should. All the tanzanites of the world, I touched on this earlier with our unheated zoisite, all the tanzanites of the world, including the wholesale environment, if you're in the trade, they've gone up tremendously. So it's tougher and tougher to get tanzanite. Well, we've got the best in the world. We're an exclusive source for it. You're not going to find it anywhere else. So here's the issue. We should be getting no less than $59.99 on this stunning 4-carat-08. When you see this on, you'll notice how it's very wearable because still with the halo of a carat 11 in diamonds, there's something about the way it kind of, if you notice, it's not like the mounting is directly through the center. It's got a little bit of what feels like movement around it. The way the band is actually a little turned and curved. You'll see that when it's on the hand here. Let me do that. That's my lowest. I'm going to try something a little different just to make sure, especially since it's a request. You see what I mean? It starts here and then just kind of flows on into this because of the movement. And I mean, it doesn't literally move, but I mean that the way that it's all at a direction here, where instead of those little leaf-like patterns of pave going straight out, like a sunflower, they're curved a little bit. So it feels like it's moving in this direction, right? And so the band really continues that theme. I know we have a lot of new shoppers here who may not have a tanzanite yet from the Blue Wing Block D collection that is exclusively ours. And we went over what that exactly is the other day. We were reminding you what Blue Wing Block D is. If you're not familiar, there's other Block Ds elsewhere. This is a specific vein of that D block, which has long been extinct, that is bringing you the literal best saturation of any tanzanites ever mined. And it's only here. It's only with us. So this is the chance to get it. And we're making it affordable here because we're also, let me remind you, we've been showing it for about 6 years almost. So it's almost gone. And once that private collection is gone, we are likely not to bring you any tanzanite whatsoever because it's going to be very difficult for us. After showing you the most elite level tanzanites for so many years, I don't know if I want to bring you regular tanzanite at this point. There's going to be such a vast difference. I don't think that it's going to be really a very big seller, right? So we're just, again, we're going to kind of warn you that this is last call if you want one of the big blue wings. They're fabulous in every way. Best part is today, I'm not even asking 6,000 or 5,000 or 4. When we're under $1,000 a carat already, which most tanzanites are not. You can buy a lower quality tanzanite right now and spend well over $1,000 a carat to get it. So that's what I advise not to do, because someone who really appreciates, I know you do as well, you wouldn't be here if you didn't appreciate value. Value is getting a lot for your money, right? Not a small price, not a big price necessarily, doesn't matter. It's getting a lot for your dollar amount, whatever that dollar amount may be. And for $4,000, we're at under $1,000 a carat on the stone. You don't find regular tanzanites in the wholesale world for $1,000 a carat these days. So to be able to make the premium best of the best, that price is very special, but it's not 4 and it's not 3, and we're just going to send it out, white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold, of course, in your size, ship for free, all that good stuff. Welcome into the new way to shop for fine jewelry. Really, in my mind, it is the only way to shop for fine jewelry, and once you start your shopping with us, I think you'll be saying the exact same thing. There's really no need to go anywhere else unless you just want to pay more for lesser quality, and nobody wants to do that. But it's not $29.99 for our 4-carat-08 round, so now we've seen an even bigger discount come your way. And we're about to take it significantly lower than that because we'd like to see it out the door, and when it looks this good on the hand, and remember, there's something to be said for the white gold, which tends to be our favorite go-to, but if you'd like yellow or rose, looks great that way too. Any way you want. But it's not even 25 or 24, 23, 22, 21. Let's take it down. Less than $2,000, and it's $1,999 for all of that ring right there with a carat 11 in the diamond weight that are wrapping around, giving that bit of movement. Still classic in nature, but still really a little elevated, right? Classic would be like the single double halo, just the basic. This really gives you so much more diamond presence here. And that beautiful way that you have that twisting, turning, almost look like big marquise cuts, don't they? But they are rounds. But it's that marquise shape that then wraps around the outside. It is $19.99. 60 seconds on that one. We can show you the 7-carat as well in that bigger diamond weight if you're interested. Let us know what other requests you have, because we would love to help you out with those. We're only about halfway through the show, and I've shown you almost everything. Remember I told you earlier, we didn't bring out a lot of jewelry, just anticipating a lot of requests today. So give me a call if you have any, and we will share them with you, whatever it is. And by the way, Jess, was that a requester who got that skein? Oh, I think it was Miss A. It was someone else. Okay, so Miss A, do we need to find her another one perhaps? We can try, Miss A, if that wasn't what you were looking for, we can try and see if we have something else in the skeins. I don't know if we have another 2 carat, but we do have, maybe we've got some others we can bring out for you. We do have a necklace in an evil eye design, blue zircon. And speaking of the blues and the greens, take a look at our Brazilian Paraíba in platinum. What a style this is. This is really simple elegance at its best here, I think. And it's really just, I mean, it's about getting one of the rarest stones in the world right there. And I know it's more petite. It is. It's not a huge size. It's supposed to be smaller. We try to bring you everything. We try to have a little something for everybody. And when you're a nationwide broadcast and, you know, people all different types of styles and budgets and all that, we really work hard to bring something for everybody. But this is one that is just so dynamic as far as the color. I love that on this particular stone, and let me refocus our camera here a bit. This is a stone that's so powerful in its color, you don't need to have a big size. It carries with it a lot of power. Mighty color, wouldn't you say? Blues and greens together from Brazil. The very first source ever of Paraíba was discovered in the state of Paraíba in Brazil. And that's what we're seeing here, which is still really super rare because we're talking about 5955 is the item number. There is only one piece here. It's a platinum setting with a platinum chain, with almost like, think of it like an exaggerated horseshoe that comes more to a tapered point here. And that is a 7-point Brazilian Paraíba. For anybody who's saying 7 points, that's actually one of our bigger Brazilian Paraíbas we have brought to you. They come only in small sizes. For the record, the largest stone I've ever been able to present or see in Brazilian Paraíba is actually here on set. It's a 71-point Brazilian Paraíba. It's GIA certified. It's about $10,000. That's the largest one I've ever had. By the way, that's a huge reduction in the price. If you're interested in that 71-pointer, call me. We would love to bring it out because it recently got a new reduction in the price to make it under $10,000 for a 71-pointer, which doesn't happen. This is our 7-point. It's in a, it's an oval. And then you've got this really cool, almost like every diamond is separated so they really stand out. They look almost like they're floating in formation around your oval stone, and that diamond weight is 6 points. So 6 points in diamonds. 7-point individual Brazilian Paraíba. It's very distinctive because they have a very distinctive color that does not look like the Africana material. And coming with the box link chain, which is 18 inches and adjustable. Take a look at this from a distance because I know you're anxious to see. I mentioned it's petite. It's meant to be worn every day. Maybe it's a stack or layered piece that you wear with other things. That is up to you. You can see that smooth shine of that box link chain that we love. Allison, did you take that tanzanite or something else? Okay, so tanzanite's still here, guys, if you want the big 4 carat. Here's what we're doing on this fabulous oval. 7-pointer, I want to show you the length, and I also want to give you the look at it on the neckline here. But like I said, more small in stature here because we want it to be every day. I just think that's a style that if you have Paraíba out of Brazil, you probably want to just live in it. Wear it every single day. It's a little more than a 1/4 of an inch top to bottom. The chain is, as I mentioned, adjustable. So you see all you do here is take that little bead and slide it to make it shorter. So you can make it as short as you'd like, up to a choker length if you want. I mean, my goodness, so many different ways to wear it, but that's what it looks like from a distance away. So you get the idea what that's all about, and we are ready to move it on out of here. But that's just, again, the exact proof you need of why Brazilian stones are so sought after. It's the glow, it's the neon that goes beyond what you get with any of the other copper-bearing stones even. It's still giving that awfully bright color, and yet it's not even going to be $28.88 any longer. We've got the whole piece with the chain included, and you know what? I'll make it $9.99 first caller. Super easy, super affordable, and then we'll follow that up with the only stone that can kind of rival it, which is blue zircon, and I will bring that to you at a great big value, and also a necklace, but with even more coming up. Diamond weight and all of that good stuff. So we'll show you blue zircon in that evil eye design. Looking forward to that. And then we'll have anybody, if you want that one under $1,000 for a Brazilian Paraíba, it's like a keepsake. It's one of those that just is a great investment into rare exotic gems, just hardly costing you any money that you got to actually invest into it. So very important there. Let's move on. So one more necklace here for you. If you like a neon blue, but not as much green and blue, it's just blue, but electric blues. Item number is 1126333. Take a look at this one from a distance away. So this is a bigger necklace with an east-west styling to it with that evil eye design that really is so much fun. There's a personality. We know what the style means. We know what it's meant to offer as far as meaning in the world of jewelry. It's supposed to be that protection against, negativity, right? Warding off evil. Well, 6333 is our 1 carat round blue zircon. Been a very hot stone lately, and it's also 31 points in diamonds, all really bigger diamonds there, especially down at the bottom. And this is a full-on necklace, so instead of a pendant and a chain, it's all attached. So it's going to create that really nice even setting on the neckline. You do have adjustability, 16, 17, and 18 inches with that lobster claw closure, and you will also choose your gold. So although you're not choosing the length because we give you the 3 classic lengths, you're going to let us know if you want the white gold, the yellow, or the rose gold, and 16 sits right about here, 17 a little lower, and 18 right about here. So average size necklines, this is what you can expect your range to be, 16, 17, 18. But we're going to take it on up close too, because I really want you to see how beautifully bright this zircon is. This is what it's all about when it comes to a great neon blue. We'll zoom back a little bit. You can see how just the center stone is going to sit up a little higher. There's some open work to the evil eye design. This is one of the more opulent. We do some that are more simple. This one's got a little more wow factor to it, with especially the way that it angles. And let me see if I can hold this up again for you, because we don't have any more of our stands up here. So there it is. That's the blue zircon, and look at how pretty. The mirror finish of those spikes, the diamonds all the way around the zircon. Let's make it less than $9.99, because we just did that on a pendant, and it's still here. So I don't want to leave this one here behind. We've only got an hour and 15 minutes left in the broadcast. This is it. Time to dial, and a great gifting idea, because usually the evil eyes are gifted from one loved one to another, because you want to maybe it's perfect for like those the mothering figures that want to be with their kids as you send them off to college, or maybe they're moving away out of state. You're not going to see each other as much anymore. Maybe they're already, maybe distance separates you and you want to feel like their protector is still there with them. This is a great way, because that's what the symbolism is all about. And yet it's not even 888 or 777. A full necklace with the adjustability, already popular. It's also fresh. I feel like sometimes if you feel like you want to have a little update, something that doesn't look like the same old necklace, evil eyes are fresh, right? There's always, it feels cool. It feels like an edgy kind of piece where the meaning behind it's really always special, something that we can all use and all wear. And if you're giving us a gift, even more special. How about less than 777? We've already got one gone. You know what I'm going to do? We only have 3 available because we only had 3 stones that were identically matched for color and cutting. So let's make it even better. And to that end, by the way, Tony, it's a minimum. I just want to make sure that if you get the carat 20 or the carat 18 that you're okay, because it's a 1 carat that I have here. The other stones are a little bit larger. It will make a big difference in the actual millimeter size of the stone. But it's not even $700. We'll make it $699. And white, yellow, or rose. So the blue zircon, such a powerful bright neon. It kind of looks good in everything, so I wouldn't worry too much. Don't put too much stake in the gold color. Just choose where your heart goes. And I think you're going to love that. Oh, thank you, Lorelei. Lorelei just let me know she got 2 of our turquoise and diamond rings for birthdays for her girls. I love that. That's wonderful. That's so great. I do. I think it's one of the best gift ideas we've had in fine jewelry in a long time. It was a turquoise ring we had earlier at the top of the hour for $3.99, by the way, if you missed it. If you joined us a little bit later, as is this, a great gift idea as well. I think this one's also a wonderful gift idea for really anybody of any age. And there it is again on the hand, white, yellow, or rose gold. Fabulous. Blue zircon. Look how bright it is. I mean, in such just a bright light here. Yet look at how just diamond-like that stone is. Thank you, Double Refraction, for giving zircons that diamond-like quality you see there, where they're just really bright. Who was shopping with you, Jason? Linda. Hi, Linda. From where? New Jersey. Hi, Linda. Thank you so much. What about you, Allison? Are you getting a blue zircon necklace as well? Who's that? Roberta. Hi, Roberta. Thank you so much. Jess, who's taking yours? Or wait, don't know. Okay, so this is it, guys. Last call on the blue zircon evil eye. Let's get to our emerald. Top of the hour is nearing, very close. I've got an emerald, just one for the day here. And I have another, but it's $50,000. And I like this one better. Okay, did I just say that? I'm actually going to flash this for you because I have a $50,000 emerald for real. I'm going to show it to you. And I know it's bigger. That's why it's so much money. But I like this stone better. And I'm going to show you what the $50,000 TVON emerald looks like. And it's gorgeous, don't get me wrong. And it's huge. And it looks like that. So that's here. But for those of you that say, I don't have $50,000, but I want a clean, bright, big emerald, go here. $50,000. Is it even 50? Oh, shoot. I might have undervalued that one. I didn't give it a lot of look, and I got to tell you, it's actually supposed to be more than $50,000 for that one. That's the big one. Now, that is because it is so incredibly rare to get an emerald of that size and that clarity. That is gorgeous. But I'm going to tell you, that's a lot of emerald to wear on a daily basis. I have a friend who just got engaged recently. She's in the TV business as well. She got engaged with an emerald. Her emerald is about this size. Now, she's engaged to a professional athlete. Money's no object. That emerald, I happen to know because in the business, people talk about big important stones that sell. And that stone, which is very similar in size to this one, it was actually a 6.5 carat, but again, ours is bigger. But that stone happened to cost over $4 million. Same setting, halo design, it's smaller. So when we say $50,000, it's a great value. So call me. If you are in the mood for the 863, it really should be millions and millions and millions of dollars. And we can speak on actual real life terms on that. That's my 8 carat 63. It's unbelievable. It's a platinum setting. And you see, I can't stop looking at it because it's just glowing from a distance away. Emeralds don't usually do that, especially as they get into that size. However, I have backups. I always like to have something for everybody. You know my philosophy on that. So 6212 is here for that reason. And that is where you can get even a little bit brighter color in a smaller size, yes, but it's still a good size. It's still a 131. And this would be for those that say, I want an emerald like that, but I don't want to spend $50,000. Or maybe that other one's just too big for you. Because let's face it, if it's an 863 in actual gem weight, it looks more like a 15 or 16 carat in other stones. So that might just be too large. Whereas a 130 stone might be the sweet spot of what you're looking for because it's still going to look like a 2.5 carat or more. And it's fabulous. And it's a carat 31 in a great mounting with a 76-point diamond mounting. Almost as much diamond weight as the 8 carat 63 has. So you've got great options. And that's what we're here to do. Now this is still a bright, clean, stunning Colombian emerald out of the Muzo mine. It's got the clarity of a Chivor mine stone, but it's a Muzo mine color. And that is rare to see all that happening at once. And you see how that just lights up. I'll tell you what I'll do. We've got white, yellow, or rose gold available. Still not an inexpensive stone because it's still over a carat and it's still super clean. Tell you what, we're going to put it on the auction block because I can't help but just shy away from this $59.99 price tag. What we've been doing today in discounts and values has been so stunning that I don't even know if $59.99 is going to get the job done. So let's put it on the auction block. That way we can leave that behind and go somewhere else and save you a lot of money. And that's what we'll do here. Maybe an auction an hour is what we need today, right? Did one in the first hour. Boy, was that interesting. Great value. We saw one of the most incredible values ever on a kunzite. Now we're going to an emerald. Even more tricky to find a great quality emerald of a big size like this, but you got it. It's happening right now. And it's not going to be the $5,000 that we could instantly save you a number. I mean, that's great. $5,000, $4,000, $3,000. I like to hear the phones ring. We want to get activity on those phone lines. We want to make this easy and unique and special and not even $3,000. How about this? $2,500 to start on a carat 31, and for the proof that this stone looks bigger than it weighs, you got to see it on the hand here. And watch that glow take place. Every single facet, every single side and angle lights up at the same time. Not $2,000 to start. What did we just do? You don't see a carat plus of this origin go at a price like $2,000. I'm taking it lower. We want to get a lot of activity on this auction. Let's get it going. Let's make it happen. Emeralds are not easy. We've heard of them. We know about them. They're just really tricky because it's all about getting quality. And when you come across that quality that has any kind of clarity, forget the best clarity that's through and through like you see here. I'm just talking about any stone that's got a little, just a little bit of a, if there's a tiny bit of light that comes through, if there's a little bit of glow, that's already going to make it important. What you have here is really optimal quality. And it's not going to be $2,000 to start. We're going to start at $1,500 only. White, yellow, or rose gold. Nice, great size in your emerald here. Big look, big stone, great glow. The clarity is on point. And we're going to go $1,500 only to get this started. It's fabulous. And we're going to give it 60 seconds to get that one going. And then the 8 carat is here. And you know what? If anybody wants to call on the 863 that I have, if you're just curious, I've already put it out there. I already undervalued it. It's got an $89,999 price tag. So by saying 50 grand, I took about $40,000 off. Look at this ring. If you want the 863, tell you what, we can talk about it and we can maybe get it even a little bit less than $50,000. But that's an 8 carat 63 for you. That's what happens when you get up into that same clarity we're seeing on the 131, but that super high end size. And you can see that looks like a 15, 16 carat all day long because it's an emerald. They're less dense. So you get the carat weight's going to be a much bigger look than what you think. And that's really special about that $50,000 or maybe even better. Who knows? We'll try to do what we can to send that one out the door. All right, next up, no open. 20 seconds remain. If we don't get an open, we move along. We've got still the Brazilian Paraíba. I will say there's very little left from the show for our first 2 hours. We do have the green zoisite. We do have the conch pearl, and we do have the 4 carat blue wing. I know a lot of you are waiting to see the 7 carat before you make a decision, so keep that in mind. We did have the rubellite at $88.88. That is still here, amazingly so. So some really great pieces, and we have some diamond earrings, and then yellow diamond ring today. I still can't get over seeing the angles on this stone, but we are verifying, it looks like. Let me see if we have anybody thinking about this one. If you want the platinum and 8 carat 63, let me know. We can see if we can get you a special VIP price going on that one. Let's see if we've got this one starting at 15, because it may be. We're verifying right now. And we do have a trio of green Paraíbas. We do. Men's and ladies' rings all together at one time. Anybody want to get this one started? Yes, we do. Allison, are you on this one? We do have the open. We do have the open at 15. Thank you so much. So now we know it's going to sell. And now we just need to know if you're on the phone lines, great, we got your open. If you're not on the phone lines and you're thinking, that's my ring, it is $10 extra potentially away from being your ring. And that is why, with only 4 minutes left in this hour, and we're about to embark on our last final third hour of the show. That means our Saturday comes to an end at 1 o'clock Pacific time. We are only an hour away. Got a lot of jewelry to show you. We would love your requests if you have them. Let me know what you'd like to see. But if you are in the market for a super important emerald, you want the best emerald I have for the best price possible, because we have the 863, but it's got to be very close to $50,000. We can take your offers on it. Let me know if you're thinking about it. That's a multi-million-dollar stone, but we can do it for less today. This one, though, obviously puts it in a more affordable price range. So $1,500, we're about to give it a final 2-minute clock. That means last call, and it will sell because we've got the open. So we know it's going to go to somebody. Somebody today gets it, somebody wins it, then in a matter of a couple days, it's on your hand, you're wearing it, you're probably anxious to go get that appraised and run out and see what that actually should be in a retail store. Mark my words, it's much more than $1,500. $1,500 doesn't buy you a plain gold simple band these days. Unfortunately, that's the gold world we're living in. So when you start piling in emeralds and diamonds, it gets pricey. And this one, not so much. So final 2 minutes is on the clock. Let's see who's going to win it. Who will win this sparkling, bright, glowing, clean, and just truly awesome emerald? And now it's got the awesome value to go right along with it. Yes. We're looking for 15, 10 or more. Where's it gonna go? yes, I'll try it on again. I personally like it in the yellow. I don't think there's much adjustment needed there, but we always do when we can. We always offer those different gold color changes. So white gold's fine, rose gold's fine. Here we go, one more time on the hand. Again, I know it sits at an odd angle because of there's just an asymmetric design to the north, the east, the south, and the west points of this. You see it kind of does this little crisscross or little floral, almost leaf-like action. So when you see this on the hand, you'll see how it sits straight up and down, and just that's the angle. Because somehow this stone looks better and brighter when you see it from a distance. Obviously, up close, it's meant to show you every little nuanced detail of your stone. From further away, that's what you expect to see when you're wearing it. When it's on the hand, love that. I always think that this mounting looks like far more. It's already an over 3/4 carat diamond mounting, but I always think it looks like so much more than that. The way everything is positioned around it, I love these little crisscrosses. It's almost like a double halo, but gives you much more detail, a bit of a floral look to it. We have 20 seconds remaining until it sells. We're at $1,500 only. Do we have 1510? Sounds like we might be verifying. Last call, last chance. By the way, make requests if you have them. We have plenty of time for requests. I have 10 minutes of jewelry to show you, and we have an hour left of airtime. That's because we want to have your requests in here and letting us know what you'd like to see. We even have some diamond earrings on the way. Lots of good diamond earrings. We've got a wheel of green Paraibas that's going to be awesome. They're going to come up, and we also have the big tanzanite. So 1510, do you have it? Got it? Sold. Congratulations. That's gone. Well done. Enjoy. Oh, also, just a quick look. This is that pendant and brooch, both different, two ways to wear it. Look at this. I want to show this again with the graphics because I think that it's one thing to look at a piece this substantial. It's another thing to see everything that makes it up. And that's what you have here. This is 1123739. It's 18 karat solid gold, and it's ample in size. You've got about, what, 3 inches top to bottom here? Take a look. From the chain all the way to the top, it's actually about 2 3/4 inches here. Even more. Yes?
Neil says hi.
Who? Neil. From where? Hi, Neil. Thank you so much. Neil in Texas. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. This is a pin pendant combo. I'm holding it by the bail, so it will sit like this on the neckline with your favorite chain. Then you have a, well, listen to all this, 18 karat gold, yes, 3 karat tanzanite trillion in the center. Up top, right here near the bail, that is a Brazilian Paraíba. It's a 12-point oval. Then you get an individual pear-shaped white diamond. Do you see how it's dangling here from that O-ring? 34 points, over 1/3 of a carat there. And then you have the rest of the diamond weight at 120 plus chains, 2 different textures to your chain, some smooth box links, some Rolo diamond cut links, and they actually overlap. That is so cool. What do you think of that? Isn't that a great one? And you've got the size there, definitely a substantial size here, in almost 3 inches top to bottom. This is one of those values. And whether you're wearing it on the neckline or anywhere you want as a brooch, because here's your pin behind it, it basically, you see this kind of crescent moon that's somewhat kind of part of this star-like design. That's where your pin runs right through. So more or less vertically behind the piece. And then you have that great looking style there. Look at that. Isn't that a great idea? Really special the way that's done. And I want to show you up close. Obviously, this is tougher to show up close without zooming well back, but just to see the details you get here, because I want you to see, obviously the chain's going to drape a bit, but I want you to see the quality of the stones and also the detail of having the satin finish with the mirror finish together. And I'll try to zoom back while I hold it here so you can see everything there is to know about it, including that bright Brazilian stone and then the way that chain never tangles. Look at that, so distinctive the way they're overlapping and underlapping here in a great big bright trillion cut. That's going to be one of our best museum meltdown prices ever. I'll tell you what, there's just something so unique about this. And yet, talk about the sum versus the parts. Every individual piece just stacks up and adds more and more rarity. The trillion cut alone should be $3 grand. You got the Brazilian Paraíba, which is about $3,000. That big 34-point diamond, that's a good $1,500 stone. I mean, in the 3 center stones, you have like $7,500 worth of material, plus the 18 karat gold, plus the additional karat 20. This should be just on a cost basis about 13, 14 grand for us to put together. And guess what? It was. $14,283 to put it together. This is the essence of a museum piece that's either sell it or melt it. Because we'd love to have all those stones back. I could make 3, 4, 5 different individual pieces of jewelry based on the components or the workmanship that we put into it weeks at a time, custom work. I'd rather just sell it to you. It's ready to go. Oh, and I'm holding one of the chains, so forgive me. I was holding one of the chains, which they're much better now. They're draping properly. I'm gonna make this easy. It's not even, well, $3,000. And you can't buy the tanzanite alone. So let me give you this hint. If you are in the jewelry making business or you just want the 3-carat trillion cut tanzanite, you take it because it's $29.99 for the entire piece. You get everything, but that would be a value just on the trillion cut alone. So the fact that you're getting that extra big diamond, that Brazilian Paraíba, all the other diamonds that, remember, your diamond weight in total is going to be 154 in diamond weight overall. So to have all of that piece in the 18-karat gold and multiple ways to wear it, because you've got the pendant and the brooch, that's why that should go at $29.99. One caller only. It is the top of the hour. We will welcome you to the show. Yes. Pear-shaped new find. Which one? The pink one or the green? The blue-green? I will go get that. Let me show you what we have to see next here. Before I go, I'm going to remind you, because I know we had a couple people miss out on that. So I always like to let you know if something comes back, because maybe sometimes swaps are made and you choose something over another. So let me go ahead and bring that back out. And if you'd like that brooch pendant, I know it's not for everybody, I get it. But if you would like to have that tourmaline, let me bring that back out for you. That was our new find pear shape. Okay. So we'll take a look at this together. This is one of those that if you weren't with me in hour number 1, you missed it. Let's bring it back out because this is available for you at a huge value. It's that stunning, if you haven't heard about these, I know they're kind of flying under the radar here a little bit. I kind of want them to. I don't really want everyone in the industry knowing that we have these stones. It's kind of the newest thing and the hottest thing going, but there have been just a handful of stones that have come in the last couple of weeks that we have rushed to set up together to bring to you guys exclusively. Welcome to the show, by the way. It's our last hour of our big Saturday. We have 55 minutes left. Not a lot of time. I am definitely looking for your requests. If you have anything we can bring out for you, please let me do that so we can bring out exactly what you're looking for. And you know we're discounting today. But this is one that came out brand new earlier today. It's our fabulous stone. This is a carat 80. In what very well may be copper bearing. It certainly has the colors and the blend of the blues and the greens together to look like a copper bearing stone. But again, such a new find, as the name indicates. This is where we would normally talk about the specific mine name, the source, the origin, the exact pinpoint location in which it comes from. We're not doing that because we're still hoping to get a few more stones, and we never want to endanger the safety or the integrity of the mine, considering that it's so brand new and could be the most important new discovery in literally centuries. So that's the kind of headline it would be. If you've got a brand new find, if it does turn out to in fact be copper bearing tourmaline, can you imagine what that means for the industry? What that means for all of us? What that means as collectors? That could happen. We're just going to bring it to you in advance. Also, therefore, not have to price it like a Paraíba is priced. That's really important as well. And take a look at it, and we'll see what you think of this very important stone here with the blues and the greens together. And we'll make it very affordable for you. Don't forget, we still have a 7-carat tanzanite coming up. We still have the tanzanite Paraíba diamond brooch is here for under $3,000. We still have the big rubelite that was that 15-carat plus. And now this one's coming down $29.99 for what looks like the best Paraíba in the world, but at a normally $15,000 price tag that you'd have to pay, and now it's not. So that one is back with us. I know we had a lot of people asking about it earlier who missed out, so wanted to give you a heads up. That is available at this point, probably not for long. And then we'll continue to move along here. We have, again, a need for requests if you've got them. Still have 53 minutes or so left in the show, so plenty of time to get those requests in, but let us know sooner rather than later so we can share those with you. And then the 7-carat 20 is headed your way. It's the one, I think it's the reason why, very simply, we had a 4-carat earlier and it's still here in Blue Wing Block Ds. Now, I hope everyone's got a Blue Wing Block D before they're gone. That's my hope for you. What we have right now is the 720, which you know a lot of people were waiting on because A, it's a round, it's a bigger round, and you're also getting this fabulous style. that we love to see here, where you're getting a 720 with a carat 84. It's almost 2 carats in diamonds. It's one of the biggest mountings we ever create for you. And you've got it here, and you've got it now, and it's for one caller, and it's going to be 112-6176. Isn't this something? 7 carats 20 in the round. Absolutely fabulous. I hope that new fine Brazilian stone is gone. I think it is. We'll check and let you know, but this is where you're getting 7.20. Yeah, 720, it's a big one. And then we'll bring back the 4 carat. But if you want to go bigger, and trust me, if you can, if you have the means, or if you can handle bigger jewelry in general, go with the bigger stones. Take my advice here. Been around the gem community now professionally for 23 years of my life. It's been my entire adult life for the most part. I mean, it's been something that's a great privilege and thrill to bring you exotics like this, but still, we are running out of this stone. So it is last call to get them, especially on the fancier cuts like the emerald cuts, the rounds, the ashers. They've all but disappeared from our inventory, and that is something where we cannot replace them. They're irreplaceable stones. Can't bring any more. The private collection, when it's gone, it's gone. Can't do anything else to bring any more. The only thing we have the option of doing is taking some of the bigger material, which are the 25 and the 30 carats that are here for more money, and maybe cutting those down to smaller sizes, which I really don't want to do, because obviously having a 30 carat tanzanite is pretty special. So we'd rather probably, really at this point, you're going to be forced to loan those out to some museums. This is the chance to get a great big stone, though, that is ready to go, really wearable, set on a really pronounced heavyweight bridge. This is going to feel great on because you've got so much gold weight here to love, and it's going to be very affordable. If I do what we've been really having to do today all day long, make great pieces affordable. Did you have a request there, Jason? It's sold already. Yeah, that's the only problem. Did they want to purchase it? All right, well, I can show it, but it's sold already. So unfortunately, you can't buy the kunzite, but I will show it real quick because you never know. Sometimes people just want to see what we have, right? Here's the 7 carat 30, and I'm not even going to talk about what it sold for because that was embarrassing. But there's the 7 carat 30 kunzite we had earlier. Today, it is already sold. So just to look at that one. Yes? Oh, good. Tanzanite Paraíba diamond pendant. All right. Tanzanite Paraíba diamond shooting star piece is what I call it. Anyway, that sold, the pendant did. Now we're going to talk what's the 7 carat 20, how we can make this happen. Allison, go ahead.
Eve from Illinois wants to know why it takes so long for copper bearing Brazilian to find out if a copper bearing, if a Brazilian tourmaline is copper bearing.
Oh, because you can't do it by looking at it. That's the thing. And there's also only been 5 or 6 stones that have come out of the mine, and we take them all. So that's the big reason. So who was it? Eve from Illinois. She had a question. She said, Lolo, what's taking so long? Why can't you tell me if that Brazilian new find has copper content or not? Because, Eve, here's the deal. There is a lot, it costs millions and millions of dollars to run testing on material that is a new discovery when you're not sure exactly what it is. We know the chemical elements that make it up that are tourmaline. We don't know the specificity of if it has copper and manganese or not. So what has to happen is, first of all, you have to have material to test. That's the first thing. You got to have enough of it. And you can't test one stone because you really need, gemstone testing doesn't work that way. You can't just make an assumption based on one stone because testing, there's room for error, there's margin for error, just like anything else in life, right? So what you do is you have to have a large source to begin with. And there's been just a trickle of gemstones. So we're talking about something that I realize is unrelated, but I'm here to educate you first and foremost. Forget sales. If you're not educated, I don't want you to watch the show. I need you to educate. This is beautiful about what we do as a live forum and medium here where we can instantly take your questions and answer them on the spot. And as someone who works with GIA very closely, I will tell you that they need to have at least, Eve, they need to have at least, they like to have 300 to 500 carats of material to be able to even then invest the millions of dollars it takes to do the serious, I mean, you have to use a lot of technological equipment that's very advanced to even figure it out. So what we opt to do here, that we don't have to, I will admit, we don't have to do this. But as someone who sells nothing but gemstones every single day of my life, I would love to sell handbags and sunglasses and vacuums and purses and all that kind of stuff. But we only sell gemstones here. And so when we get the opportunity to bring you something new and fresh, when there's only so much you can do in the world of gems because we are relying on Mother Nature. And so we like to bring you the new and fresh early, and that way also give you the advanced ability to get it before the testing is done so that it doesn't rise in cost. And that is the beautiful thing, because just like if something costs more to produce, you, the consumer, have to pay more for it. If we were able to say definitively it's got copper or not, that would be costly. You would have to pay more. Just the same reason why I have carat 80 Paraibas that do have copper content for sure. Those cost $15,000, Eve, whereas that one that was a carat 80 only cost $29.99. So that's the beauty of it. We kind of give you that little, almost like advanced, kind of like that early preview of it, so that one way or the other, it's a beautiful stone regardless of what makes it up by Mother Nature, but it really takes much more than what we have currently, since it's so new, so fresh, so updated, so like of the moment. Consider it like you're breaking news on gemstones. So hopefully that makes sense. And we opt where we could just wait and perhaps never bring it to you, because obviously we have the ability right now to bring them as they come out of the ground, set them in jewelry, and bring them to you in advance. That's usually what gemstone collectors love, are those kind of sneak peek opportunities. So we opt to bring it to you and then know that we'll bring you the update when we have it, right? But again, there's not enough of it right now to even test, and the millions of dollars that has to be put up front here to actually do that testing, and then it takes sometimes months and months after that to even come to a definitive conclusion. So hopefully that makes sense. I know not everybody's familiar with the gemstone trade when there are new discoveries, because most stones that we purchase have been around for literally hundreds and hundreds or thousands or billions of years. So we know everything there is to know about them at this point. When there are new discoveries, it's rare, right? We don't see new discoveries all the time. The earth is pretty well excavated when it comes to mining. So having a new discovery at all is unique. And that is why when we brought you, this isn't a new discovery, but when we bring you Blue Wing, it's new to the world as of 6 years ago here, only because it was a private collection held on to and kept secret by the miner himself. And now we're thrilled to bring it to you. And instead of being $14,999, it is not. We're going to bring it down in price right now. I'm supposed to auction it, but it'd be $7,500 to start. That's half off. I don't know about you, but I'd take 50% off a piece of jewelry any day of the week. Any day. Any day. I'll take a 50% off sale on anybody who's giving away jewelry like that, because metals are going up, diamonds are going up, gemstones are going up. So the bottom line is nobody's discounting jewelry at all. The same jewelry you used to buy for one price is now triple, quadruple, 5 times that today, just because. And isn't that unfair? But you know what every jeweler does besides us? They'll take a piece that's been sitting in their store window for 10 years, same piece. And if you think, well, wouldn't that be smart because it was made so long ago, it's going to be cheaper, right? They tweak that price, they adjust that price, and they move that price up to be at market value. And I don't really blame them for doing that, but that's a big difference in what we do. We're not moving our prices up. Diamonds went up, gold goes up. You can read about gold every day of the week. Every weekday, it's got a new per ounce price. It fluctuates by the day. So what we could do is move it up, accommodate for where the gold market is today. We don't do that. And all other jewelry establishments do. They're going to take the same jewelry. I don't care if it's been there a month or if it's been there 10 years or if it's been there 100 years, sitting there in that same store window, right? They're mom and pop shops that have been around for generations. Don't think that they got the same price sitting there. They're moving it up to accommodate today's pricing. We don't do that. And that's a beautiful thing. It's one of the big driving forces behind why you see these prices. And that's the number one question I get every day is, how do you guys do what you do? It doesn't make any sense, does it? That's the beauty of what we offer. And we have rare and we have unique. And I'm not going to ask for $7,500. I'm not even doing the auction. Auctions aren't getting me anywhere. So let's just price it, drop it, make it a value, put it on sale, whatever you want to call it. It's a value. It's not 7,000, 6,000, or 5,000. Tanzanites have gone up too. We saw block C material in the Hong Kong show just a couple weeks ago. It's going for over $1,300 a carat for the most light lavender material you've ever seen. Block C material is all you get going forward, and guess what? That lighter material should be less than what we offer here. It is not. $1,300 a carat for the material out in wholesale right now. We don't ask that. You guys would absolutely, the hate mail would be streaming in like crazy. Can you imagine the online response if we started pricing our tanzanites at $1,300 a carat? But that's a thing. Shouldn't we? No, they should be more. Because if the block C regular material is $1,300 a carat, Blue Wing block D should be more. But you guys get used to seeing a great value here, and you never want to see it change. You never want to see it move unless it's going down in price, not up. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. $7,500 to open an auction would be just right about where it should be at a great value. It's still going to beat wholesale. It's going to beat all the retailers out there under $1,000 a carat. But you guys come to expect a little different from us. You want to expect better values every day you watch. And I got to tell you, it's not really wise business practice, but we're doing it again right now to bring you the opportunity where I look at it this way. We've got maybe a couple weeks, months, who knows, left of Blue Wings ever. So let's make them affordable while we still can, while they're still here. It's not going to be $5,000 or $4,000. We're blowing it out right now for $39.99. And you do get one of the biggest diamond mountings and one of the heaviest gold mountings we create here on this show. It's right there. And $39.99 gets you the value on a 7 carat plus in this incredible blue wing block D that we love with all the neons and all the red flashes. And just a reminder, if you want the 4 carat we had earlier, it's half the price. I've got that one for $19.99. And let me just bring them out together side by side so you can see the two options you have in rounds, both in rounds. So that's awfully nice. We've got the round back here, and this one's large too. Don't get me wrong. It's just not got as much of the diamond weight, but the way they're set up, it gives you that nice big, almost flowery perimeter to it. So it's still a nice large ring. And this one over off to the right is only $19.99 if you'd like to get that. So those are my 2 blue wings of the day, both in the rounds, of course. We love to see those very exclusive, what should be very elevated prices on the rounds. And we've got a yellow diamond coming up because a show is not complete without a 1 carat yellow diamond. I do have one today. The fact is there won't be too many going forward because we don't have any new ones coming in. So that's what we're going to see and take advantage of. A 1 carat 01 yellow diamond opportunity coming up for our big Saturday. One of the prettiest rings I have. Look at this ring on the hand here. And our tanzanites, voila, the 2 big rounds are still here. There's the yellow diamond we're about to show you next, which is just, that does look like one of the most extraordinary we have. So I make the same ring in a 2 carat and it's over $18,000. Now we're going to bring you the 1 carat center, which in no way looks like a 1 carat center. Why? Because there's actually a big halo of diamonds to match it directly beside it. So let me know which tanzanite you want, the 7 carat 20 or the 4 carat 08. Here comes the yellow diamond. Let's go on the hand to up close and bring you the value on where yellow diamonds just keep on going. And it builds and it builds. It puts some really good diamond presence on the sides as well as the center. Look at this. I mean, we are not shy. Let's come up close to our big yellow diamond. Item number is 112-6236. And we're verifying the tanzanites. I moved along. Doesn't mean they're gone. It does mean they're on their way, though. It looks like we're verifying. We'll let you know which one goes and which one stays. And then here we are with our 1 carat 01 natural yellow diamond, cushion cut square in the middle, and then lots more in yellow diamonds beyond that. The rounds, the halo, and also what's in the sides here is actually a trillion look. It's round brilliance as well, but they're stationed together in a trillion shape. That's going to be 30 points of additional yellow diamonds. And then you see that we're going to get really big with our white diamond carat weight here. You're going to get another 84 points. Isn't that something? 84 points in white diamonds. What a look, what a moment. And a grand total, a lot of diamond weight. Can I help you? 4 carat verifying. 4 carat, $19.99, blue wing block D. Amazing. Still have the 7 carat. Check on the 4. The 4 is verifying right now. Now we're talking about, just in yellows alone, you get the carat 31, plus the 84 points in the white diamond. So grand total, 215 in diamond weight. Now we're talking about what we can do on a value that gives you side to side. I love the finger coverage this gives because I think when it's just a center stone with a halo, tends to look a little bit more chintzy. I really like when we can bring you this big overall look where it goes wider on the sides. You get the yellow diamonds complementing the sides. It brings it all together. It keeps on going halfway down the sides of the ring. You see how the white diamonds are going to envelop around those yellow diamonds that are set the way they are. This is fabulous. It looks good because it is good. And the reason why, the world at large, not everybody's wearing a yellow diamond because they're really scarce. The Argyle mine shut down. We're seeing Mother Nature really kind of make these extra special because of just the inability to bring them to you going forward. We've seen the Argyle mine shut down, which was the top producer of yellow diamonds. I really think this is one of the more opulent styles, and I've sold many, many, many yellow diamonds in my 8 years here. I will say it's only been 6.5 that we've had yellow diamonds, so it wasn't the entirety of my tenure here, but in the recent 6.5 years we've had yellow diamonds at all, sold a number of them. Every single mounting's a little bit different. Every single stone is a little bit different. This has got some really gorgeous bright color to it. I want to make it affordable. I know that yellow diamonds are anything but right now. We're going to still try to make them affordable because I look at it very simply. If I send you elsewhere to get a yellow diamond, there's a number of places I can provide you exact phone numbers, addresses, and websites to go find them. But if it is a natural diamond, and natural from the earth yellow that's not treated or enhanced, not heated, not irradiated, none of that, if it's a real deal natural yellow, they are way more money. I mean, not talking about spend $5,000 or $6,000 or $10,000 more. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. The divide between what you typically spend on a yellow versus what you spend here is one of the biggest gaps of anything. This is why everybody who shops with us pretty much touts two things as our top values. It's our tanzanites because they're so elite in quality, and it's our yellow diamonds because they're so far away from what you spend in retail to get the same exact thing. We know there are certain values that really stand out. This is one of them. As far as all the yellow diamond styles and rings we have, this is really my top one in my mind. So if you tend to like the more opulent looks, if you don't shy away from bigger, heavier, broader, bigger rings, if you like a lot of diamond presence, if you want the look of a 3, 4, 5 carat yellow diamond, you're getting it here because of the way this halo immediately surrounds your center. And it's the best part of all, not $17,999. You get a big moment and a big value, and even more importantly, a big discount. And you know what? I can only discount it so much. I have a feeling that this Saturday coming to an end in 35 minutes, we're going to need to take this a lot lower. A lot lower. And I don't mean $79.99, $10,000 off. I mean even lower than that, but there's only one way I can do that. And that is by putting this on the ever so nerve-wracking auction block that oftentimes sees some of the craziest values we can imagine and even the values we can not imagine. This is one of them. Let's make it easy right now. Not even $7,500 to open. This is your time, and yellow diamonds individually are sold right now in the wholesale environment, and they're far more than what we ask for on the completed rings. So it's a great way to get a lot more than what you're bargaining for. Remember, $215 overall. It stays as is as far as the gold color, but we can still size it for you, whatever size you need. Think about wearing it on different fingers that you may not expect. Maybe we think diamond rings and we think ring fingers, but you can wear them on, I think of this size, you can wear the middle and the index finger as well, so that you really have a great way to really just balance that very opulent ring. I mean, it's a big time ring. And it's not gonna be $7,500. Can't be, won't be, and that's only gonna just leave it here. We cannot leave jewelry here with the next 35 minutes to go. We gotta send some great pieces out of here. We're gonna do just that. You don't have to pay $75, $65, $55, or $45. And that's what immediately gets to me, because how many rings have I had that have been $49.99 or $45.99 that have been smaller than this in their look? And I'm talking about the overall look this creates, the way it's set up. It's not gonna be $45. Sometimes we gotta maneuver and change and adapt our pricing for the day, for the moment, for the hour. That's what we're doing right now. If I don't have 45, typically that's where we get things going. We're gonna get things rocking at 45 on a normal day, but it's not normal, right? It's a busy October Saturday. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna bring this even lower than $4,000 to start, because I wanna get these phone lines humming, and I wanna show it again on the hand, because what this does, that side to side, that beautiful every which way you move it, you never stop seeing the magic. And I'll tell you, that really does look like a big trillion cut yellow on each side. But you don't have to pay for big trillion cut individual yellows on each side. You're getting the value. It's not $4,000. It's not even, you know what, I hate to do this, but I'm not even asking $35. Isn't it true what I said earlier about there's a certain standard you guys expect for our values, and it's like we can never, ever, ever even just stick to that incredible value? You want better. You want lower pricing. You want a real loss. And I mean a loss of money, us to lose money to get it out to you. We're gonna make that happen right now. It's not even $3,500 to start. It's not gonna be $3,000 to start. I wanna set headlines. Let's just do what we do. Sometimes I'm accused of ruining the diamond market. Can you imagine? And I do. I literally do. And I'm not talking about the retail market either. I'm talking about the wholesalers that don't even talk about wholesale values because they're supposed to be under wraps. Nobody's supposed to know what a diamond wholesales for. It's called the Rappaport sheet. That just exists for white diamonds typically, yellow diamonds being a whole nother level of exclusivity and rarity. We don't even talk in terms of that. And yet, here we are, truly, and I know you guys come to the show expecting that. I know this may not be a shocker. Hey, we're losing money on jewelry. That's the truth. You can't buy a 1 carat 01 natural yellow, natural. I'd be really struggling to find you a synthetic stone or a man-made stone, a lab-grown stone for this price, just for the loose diamond. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Man-made diamonds they're getting more popular, and they're doing it for one reason, because people see, finally I can own the diamond I want, because it's not going to be that piece that I have to go extravagant on the price tag. That's why man-made diamonds are having a moment right now. That's why they exist. That's why they're popular. But here's the deal. We can absolutely bring you a natural, fancy color diamond for a better price than what you would spend on a lab grown all day. That's a fact. So there is really no need to even think about the lab grown. If you've got TVON and our values working for you on your side, it's not $3,000 to start. It's not $29,000. It's not $28,000. I really want to get these phone lines rocking, and this is one of the most opulent settings we do for our yellow diamonds. There are a lot of them that we do that are far more basic and straightforward, which there's an audience for. But there's also a lot of us that usually want that bigger, bolder presence, more diamond weight, but sometimes the price then gets in the way. Let's bring it all to you. Let's not ask for 28. Let's not ask for 27 or 26. Or, here's the craziest part, I'm going to get it going at $2,500 with only a $10 increment, and that's it. We have 30 minutes exactly left in the show. That is not a lot of time. I've shown you every piece of jewelry now except for a couple of earrings and a little wheel. And so that's going to take us to the end of our day. But I don't have any more yellow diamonds to show you other than what's sitting right here. A 215 total overall carat weight, a $2,500 open when just a couple weeks ago that individual center stone was wholesaling for $15,000 on its own by itself, which leaves you with nothing but a single diamond. What are you going to do with that diamond? Are you going to put it in a box and look at it every now and then, or do you want to transport it with you around, wearing it as your most fabulous accessory with an additional 84 points in white diamonds and 30 more points in yellow diamonds and a lot of gold, and get it for approximately $13,000 less than what you would pay on the individual center diamond in wholesale? That's why it's here. And that's why that value should be striking, because I know there are a million places to shop for great jewelry, and the only thing, and I really, really want you to shop wherever you want. I just want you to at least be informed as to know the right questions to ask, the right places to go. There's nothing wrong with buying lab grown. You can do it if you want to. But most people do that just to save themselves money because the real deal natural stones are too expensive. We have solved that. We have solved it. So that's really the beauty of, you're getting a really exclusive color. You're getting a super rare find here. We have loaded it with diamonds and gold, and it was $17,999. Then it came down 10 grand. On top of that, $8,000, and now we're at 25 with no open. So we'll move right along. If you have any requests tonight or today, by the way, please let me know. We've only got about 29 minutes. We'd love to know what you're looking for. We can bring anything out from the vaults that exists and bring it out and put it on sale. So I'd love to know what you're looking for. If anything particular is crossing your mind, we'll bring it out for you and we'll discount it. But that's not going to be apparently one that goes today, and that's too bad because it's a really pretty ring. But $2,500 to start. You know what? Tell you what, if anybody wants it, let's just do something for 60 seconds and we'll pretend this never happened. I feel like if it only gets 60 seconds of airtime, we're about to show you some earrings. We've got a copper bearing wheel, and I'm looking for requests. We don't even have that much to recap because most everything's been sold from the day. So kind of leaves us with one option, and I really refuse to believe that there's nobody out there today for this ring. If it makes it easier, we'll do this for 60 seconds. That's all I can honor the price tag. Then it goes right back up. We have two different prices we can utilize here. I'll let you take your pick. But if you want it right now, I'll just do it for $24.99, and we have to keep that at 60 seconds minimum because that is not a price I can advertise. And this is a live show that's broadcasting on some television sets across the country. And there's knowledge of what the diamond world does And if we got an industry insider, you're buying it. If we have a jewelry lover or somebody's just been waiting for the right moment to come along, this is it. This is it. And you don't have to bid or outbid your competition anymore. Now you just call in and buy it for $24.99 and still, by the way, have the privilege to send it back if you don't love it. If that doesn't wow you more than anything, like think about it. There's a lot of ways to spend $2,500 and get not a lot of jewelry today. Sterling silver can be that price. Faux diamonds can be that price. So I know there's a lot of people that are naysayers that say, I don't believe it, too good to be true. Try it. It's the best thing you can do, and just know that you've got a money-back guarantee behind it. So take a look at it. We'll give it 60 seconds, and then we're going to move right along. And then do we have any requests before we go? I don't today. No. Do they want to see Sleeping Beauty turquoise earrings? Drop studs? Any specifics? I don't know if I have any in stock. We'll see what we have. Definitely don't have any in front of me yet thus far today. We have some diamond earrings as well. If you're interested in earrings, we've got yellow diamonds, white diamonds, and champagne diamond earrings. Still have our $50,000 8 carat 63 emerald. Looking for a nice offer on that one. And then here we go with this one still here. Wowza. Okay, so I'm the only one that likes that one. That could be my yellow diamond ring right there. I mean, I just spent more money to buy a baseball ticket for tomorrow's game than that. So I don't know. Probably looking back, I probably would have rather had the yellow diamond. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to enjoy the heck out of my time tomorrow. But I mean, in LA, that's what a ticket to a baseball game costs. And I'm not even first row. So that's a good value on a diamond ring that's going to last a little bit longer than my 3-hour game. All right, let's go ahead and move right along. Yes. Sure, one more time on the hand. You got it. True story, and I'm embarrassed I admit that on live TV, but that's what it costs to go to a baseball game in Los Angeles. So, but here we are, $24.99. That is a fabulous, fabulous value right there. So, $24.99 is verifying now. What I'm going to do is bring out a trio of Paraibas. They're all the green Paraibas. I have a men's piece and 2 ladies' pieces to show you. And we'll see if we can get some big Paraibas out the door. They're all going to be 3 carats and greater in size, by the way. So that's one for the ages. That is your forever, forever, forever yellow diamond. And I love wearing, even as maybe it's going to be a wedding ring, maybe it's going to be just a right-hand ring. Wow, can you just, yeah, you know the second you see a Paraiba, you know when it's copper bearing. You know it's got that lime green color, right? So we have one option there in the trillion. I have an oval and I have a cushion. Now the oval is technically a men's ring, but it could be a ladies' ring as well. Kind of has a signet feel, and then we also have this cushion cut. All green Paraibas. They're all, I would really truly say, sometimes you could put up 3 and they'd all be different colors and one would be more neon than the next. These are all really consistent neon color. And they're all over 3 carats. 303 is the trillion in the middle. We go up to a 354 over here on the cushion cut. And then we have the oval, which is the 385. So that one's even larger. Love to see the Paraibas brought down in price. And that's exactly what's happening right now. But the end of the show is near. Yellow diamond is verifying. Let me know if you'd like that. Here we go with our Paraibas. Whichever one you like, cushion, trillion, oval, all 3, same exact price. And they're discounted. 3 cheers for that. But it's such a big deal to get all the big sizes here. And 2 of the 3 are 18 karat gold. We've got this one set in the 18 karat gold, and so is, oh, I'm sorry, just one. One is in 18 karat, it's right here. The other 2 are 14K. You can change the gold color on either of these 2. This one's got to stay in the 18 karat white gold, and that's because it's got the trillion, rather the baguettes and the rounds going in that halo around it. And Mary, we did find you some turquoise drop earrings. So thank you for finding those. We brought them right out from the vault for you, so we'll show them next. Quick value here, discount on the way. Let's send them out of here for less than, well, $99.99 is where they started. Nobody's going to dig that today. We're really loving those great values that we're about to bring. And Mary, take a look what's coming up right after this. Classic lever back. Love those. That's actually a good one. I'm so glad they're here. See, if I could pick pieces, that's one I would have picked for the show, right? If I was just picking jewelry like best of values, those earrings are coming up next. So you just saw the earrings. They'll be on the way. So don't go anywhere. This is only going to take 60 seconds because, well, the value. $49.99 they're not. $39.99 they're not. All copper bearing. These are where we established. We know they're copper bearing stones. They're from Mozambique. All stones that are indeed mined out. They are completely, all the Mozambique Nigerian stones and the original Brazilian source are mined out. So no hope of getting any others. Just a great way to get a Paraiba here if you like those ultra high copper contents. The higher the copper content, the more greens you get, the more lavish neons they are. That's what you have here. And they're not 39. They're not $29.99 either. This is 3 carats. And the one, remember that big oval is almost 4 carats in size. We typically have Paraibas of 4 carats for $40,000 and $50,000. This is where you get a huge savings. Take a look. And that's because they're all 3 same price, big blowout here. Not even $29.99. The very first callers, remember, one of each here, changing the gold color on the center or the right side. The left side's got to stay because it's the 18 karat white gold, but they're another discount and drop. We're going to make them $2,499 a piece for 3 to 4 carat sizes in your green neon Paraibas. Ooh, sounds like we are verifying on that yellow diamond, perhaps. Jason, Jess, verifying on the yellow diamond. Sounds good. And then we've got the cushion. Yeah. I will gladly try on the yellow diamond again. You got it. Here's that yellow diamond one more time. $24.99 for now. 3 Paraibas or the yellow diamond. So lots of great values here under $2,500. There's the yellow diamond. One more time. $24.99. What a value. That is something special for the yellow diamond lovers of the world. And a carat 01 cushion cut square in the center. Then it just goes yellow diamonds, more of those, 30 points. I love that we're getting a carat 31 in the yellows. The yellows are the vast majority of what you have in the ring. Then you get the 84 points in the white diamonds as well. Look at that. So much fun. So beautiful. And what a value at $24.99. So there's the last look. We'll take a look at our Paraibas. Then the turquoise drop earrings. I'm so proud to bring these out. What a value. Truly one of the best in our inventory, and a drop with a lot of diamonds. You're getting the diamonds all the way around, and they match. Maybe this would be a good time to remind you that we still have the turquoise ring in the round that would be the perfect match to the ring and to the earrings. Yes. All right. So here we go. Let's get to our turquoise. Now, you might remember we had this ring earlier tonight I don't know why I'm saying tonight. Today, it's a daytime show. It just feels like we've been here long enough that it could be evening at this point, but not yet. Not yet. Late afternoon. But here we go. This is the turquoise ring we brought earlier as a great affordable item. Loss leader, 1125768. That's the ring we had for $399. I know several of you took multiples. I do have an update. We have 2 left only in the inventory. 2 left, that's it, $399, 5768. Now, the reason I'm bringing that out is because we happen to have a request from Mary, thank you to Mary, for asking for turquoise drops. Not sure if she saw the ring or not, but thought it would be worth bringing out when we have the identical match in an earring. And now the earring's going to be affordable. Now the earring does bring you quite a bit more turquoise and quite a bit more diamonds and quite a bit more gold. So it's going to be a little more than $399. But they are one of the most significant values I've seen because I remember these earrings when they were $29.99, and that's where they should be. So now that we've seen the ring again, just a reminder, 2 left only on the ring. The ring is going to give you a carat 20 minimum, or was that, yes, carat 20, I'm going on memory here. Let's take a look and I'll bring them all closer here. The ring is going to be the carat 20 with the 3 points in diamonds. So just something to consider here as we look at the earring to match, which is a drop, lever back style, great turquoise stones rounds again. So there's the perfect matching that you have there. And they sit at a little angle, but you know, I'm going to try them on so you can see everything there is to know about this earring. And let me try this one on. And that's going to be, the earring is 1113653. So the earring is going to bring you 210. So actually very similar carat weights here. You've got at least a carat 05 in each turquoise in each earring. Then you've got the diamond weight, but the diamond weight is 68 points. So you're getting, and we're busy already on the phone lines, probably for the ring, but now think about getting the earrings to match. Or if you were lucky enough to pick up the ring earlier, this might be the time to get the match and the 1-inch drop in the earring. Lever back style, wait till you see them on. White, yellow, or rose gold, we also do offer, just like we do in the ring, we offered 3 gold colors. We're doing the same thing in the earring. You get a chance to choose your favorite gold color and get this fabulous value right here as we see them. And I'm just going to make sure that's all the way in my ear. It's fine. We can take a look. Just popped one on for you here so you can see the drop and the way they lengthen and the way they've got some great movement to them. But that's in the white gold. I love a turquoise and yellow. I know a lot of you picked up the ring in the yellow gold. I love that together. So you can do the same thing with the earring, or if you want to show off the 68 points in the white diamonds, you can go with the white gold. That is entirely up to you. What I'm here to do is make sure that they are affordable when they should be $29.99 on the earring. It's this simple, guys. Here's the bag. There's the earring. There's the $3,000 price tag. But I know you don't want to pay that today, so you don't have to. Especially when we had the value we did, the loss leader on the ring. We brought the ring down to $399. Let's take another look at them close up so you can see how they pair up together. And if you want the earrings, we're going to save you over $2,000 to get the earring set. That means they're not even $999 for this. Nearly 3/4 carat diamond earring with turquoise matched rounds, Sleeping Beauty variety. Oh, yes, indeed. And your choice of gold color yet again. And they are not going to be $999. So this would be a really good time. Now, I think we're down to one left on the ring because rings are limited from earlier. So it looks like, yes, one left now on the ring only. Last call on the ring. Who wants the ring? Who wants the earrings? Now, if you got the ring earlier, pick up the earrings to go with. You'll be glad you did. They go with everything. You're going to get a lot of wear out of a turquoise, always. But instead of $899, we'll make them even more affordable. Mary, I hope you'll love them. And for anybody who did not make the turquoise request, you can grab them too if you're quick on the phone lines because they're not even $899. We'll blow them out for $888 for the earrings. And that means you could get, think about this though, the whole set today is going to cost you under $1,300. You would get everything on that wheel for less, well, we're still over $1,000. No, think about it. The earring was $3,000. You could get everything up there for under $1,300. It'd be $1,287 to get everything, the set, the earrings and the ring together. Now that would be something to consider. So if you want that, now the ring is more limited because we had that earlier. So that's where you want to be particularly early. I would say tell your operator right away that you want the ring if you want that last ring. And you can do, obviously everything's in white gold up there. You can do everything in yellow, everything in rose, or mix and match. Nobody says you have to get everything in the same gold color. You can mix and match as you like. And we still have the 7-carat tanzanite. And we still have just a couple pieces from the show. We have the conch pearl, which was our carat 74. We have the huge rubelite, the 1538. I have a Brazilian Paraíba necklace. We've shown you a ton of jewelry today. I only have a few items left. This is when you call us not only with requests that you have to see in the next 15 minutes, anything you imagine from the inventory, but anything you want to see again before we go. This is the time to do it. $888 on the earrings already. Sounds like 2 pairs of earrings gone. Not many left, obviously. This is not going to be sticking around. You got to call us if you want a pair of these fabulous earrings. I still think you get the whole set. $1,287 for the entire set. Everything you see up there. And lever back earrings are the best. I mean, no backings to worry about. It's all one hinge piece. Yes, they take a lot more money to make, but obviously we're not charging you that premium here because they're $888. So you can get the whole set. And yes, that ring was one of our most affordable rings ever that I could ever, and we're very busy on the phone line, so be patient with us if you're waiting on hold. Not a lot of operators here today, but this is one of those things where $888 for the earring, $399, just go ahead and get the set today, then you're done. You only need one good turquoise in a ring. And then to have the perfect match, we're not even saying, hey, one's an oval and one's a round. They're all rounds. They're all matched. They're all Sleeping Beauty varieties. And to get the set for under $1,300. And whether, you know, I think about gifting too. Obviously, we had a lot of people shopping the ring earlier for gifting, thinking about holidays, birthdays. Turquoise, by the way, is also an alternative for a December birthstone. Did you know that? Topaz typically, but we've added tanzanite to the list. We've added turquoise to the list over the years. The month of December has more birthstones than any other month. So there are a lot of different varieties of stones you can honor December birthdays with. And turquoise is one of them. So think about getting the turquoise ring as a gift for any birthdays upcoming in December. Think about getting as a holiday gift, Christmas, Hanukkah. Maybe there's just somebody you want to treat to a special gift where I was saying there's really no age to this ring. The ring is really ageless, timeless, doesn't have one particular style or another. It's very modern, so therefore it works for anybody and everybody. And you've got a significant gold weight, and you've got a significant best of the best stone for $399. Now the earrings loaded with diamonds. Obviously you get 2 matched stones in the earrings, diamonds every which way. The diamond earrings are incredible. So $888 for the earrings. You let me know if you want the earrings, the ring, or the whole set, but there's 60 seconds left to get whatever you need from that assortment. And what a great set. And thank you again, Mary, for the request for turquoise drop earrings. I'm so glad we have these because I think they're able to help out a lot of other people, and it's the perfect match to the ring. I hope Mary has a ring or got the ring earlier because that is fabulous. We'll recap the 7 carat 20 tanzanite. I'm not going to show the big ruby. The ruby needs a little polishing or something, so I'm going to skip that. I will remind you we had a diamond ring earlier. We'll bring that back out. Also our conch pearl, which had champagne and white diamonds together with it. We'd never seen that before. That we'll bring out for another look before we go. But last call on the earrings and the turquoise, the set potentially. Also have a last couple of minutes, 12 minutes remaining in the show. Anything else we can bring out for you, let me know. We're back to do it again tomorrow, by the way, 10 o'clock Pacific time. That's going to be 10 o'clock Pacific time. That's when we kick off our 3-hour show. It's noon, straight up noon for all of you guys in the Central Time Zone. And for our East Coast viewers, 1 p.m. is when we kick off the show. Tomorrow, I would definitely be here. We got quite the Sunday, as we always do. Sundays are really a do not miss day. So make sure you're with us tomorrow for some more jewelry shopping, some fabulous values. We got some brand new collectible stones, sell it or melt it, price tags, all of that. But I'm going to move on just so we can recap a couple of things you may have missed earlier, like this conch pearl, which is 5937. It's the conch pearl that's almost 2 carats and has the champagne and the white diamonds. It's a striped effect of invisible set princess cuts, very rare. So we do have that one for you. Also have the 7 carat. Now this one's down to $39.99 for a conch pearl of that size, color, and with the really beautiful complement of diamonds down the sides. Really unique, very specialty, one of a kind, all day long. That's a great one there. Also have a tanzanite. This is the tanzanite that's the same price, but you're getting a 7 carat 20 blue wing block D in the round. This is the bridge setting with a carat 84 in diamonds. That's still available. We're just walking you through a couple of the key pieces that are left from the show. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad. Was that Mary? Yes. Thank you. Mary and Michael, thank you so much for shopping today. They get the earrings? Oh my goodness, how perfect is that? Oh, meant to be moment, Mary. Thank you for shopping with us today. She had the pendant already, and now she's got the earrings and the rings, so the full 3-piece traditional suite. I love that. Thanks, Mary. Enjoy them and wear them in good health. Thank you so much for requesting today. And then here we are with our 7 carat 20 museum blue wing black D. It's museum reserve, and it is that 720 with the carat 84 and the diamonds every which way, and that one is down to $39.99 as well. So conch pearl is here in platinum. This one's here in gold, your color choice there. And then we're going to recap a diamond ring with platinum and 18 karat gold that we actually started the show with about 3 hours ago. And if you have any other requests, still have the big rubelite. Still have the Brazilian Paraíba necklace. It was a pendant and chain together in platinum. That was $9.99. Still had the unheated zoisite. That was our first ever green, golden, almost like a minty green zoisite out of Tanzania. That is still here. Also had a great blue zircon, and we've got, I'm going to try to fit in these diamond earrings that I love so much before we go. And here's the platinum and diamond piece. This is yellow diamonds first. Yellow diamonds in yellow gold, white diamonds in platinum. Item number 4918 was here earlier to start our show, and it's still here at $9.99. And this is quite the ring with a lot of diamond weight overall. 87 points overall, but that's really about the big stones there in the marquise cuts. They are the fancy cuts in the fancy colors, and then they're set at an angle in the yellow gold to really complement it. It's a lighter yellow on those, maybe not as bright as the 1 carat 01 that we had earlier. But again, everybody wants different looks in diamonds, and yet this is a really beautiful bypass ring to wear with the great finishing. Look at that, solid finish, platinum on the inside. Here's what it looks like from a distance away on the hand. So you can see it definitely has a wider presence, but then it's all tapered in the back. So it's really easy because you've got that really simple kind of narrowed backing to it where it tapers, so it's comfortable. Even though you've got that width across the top, still plenty comfortable to wear, and look how low profile it sits. So you don't need to worry if you're somebody who does have to, you know, whether you're in the medical profession and you're wearing gloves all the time, or whether you're just getting ready for cold weather and you've got, you know, gloves you got to put on for, you know, keeping warm. This is a ring you still wear, right? Because it's easy to slide those gloves on over and you're good to go. So this is really important. $999 on that one when it's platinum and 18 karat gold together. So this is important, and it's really good at $999. And then we have the diamond earrings. Oh, where do you see these? So I have some different diamond earrings here, and I just think that this is one of the coolest ways to get an affordable earring in a fabulous look. These are designer. They're modeled after a ring that I own and wear all the time. It was gifted to me from a big designer that you probably know well, that usually does enamel, and their enamel is $50,000 to $60,000 for little enamel pieces. And this is diamonds. And it started with a ring, which I believe the ring is completely sold out, but this is the big earring that you're getting. And I thought, what a way to finish the show with something high-end designer. You can wear it at an angle if you like, but these are going to be 111, 4318. And it's 83 points in princess cuts and 58 points in the round brilliance. So a really special way to get, I mean, you got to consider, we break it down, but this overall diamond weight is 141. So very impressive. This is what we call a button style earring because they're large and they're finished in the back. What you see there, when these move, and watch this as they turn, that reflection, the way you get almost this, remember disco balls, right? You're out, you're at the party, you're at the restaurant, you're at the wedding, you're at the dance floor, wherever you are, and you see that disco ball spinning. And it's basically these little tiny square mirrors that are all set in a mosaic pattern across the way, right? You've seen that. And that's the same way that princess cuts, when they're set together like they are here, it's the same way that they dazzle. Yes, they're internally bright and brilliant, but they also do that great shine off the surface. It looks like a mirror, but you still have diamond brilliance here. So you get two things at work. Diamond brilliance internally from the fast sitting, the mirror-like flash that they give you, which you're seeing here, the way the surface shines, and you see it right there. That is why there's really, when it comes to diamond earrings, no better way to go than an invisibly set princess cut because of the way they're picking up the light. Sparkle, yes, they do, but that reflection to me is the favorite thing for me about why I love princess cuts, because of that. Those are princess cuts through the middle. They're slightly recessed, all invisibly set. It's the rounds on the outside, and you see how beautiful this is from a distance away. What do you think, guys? Finished on the inside? Of course. Let me pop one up against the ear. You see the center post? It's going to come with a nice oversized butterfly backing, and they look great on. This is the way they're intended to be worn. This is how the ring is set. This is how the earring is intended to be, so that you've got that north, east, south, and west point. So you can wear them more squared out if you want, like they sit on the wheel, but that's really what they're intended to look like. So they give you that big presence, and I'm holding it right where the piercing is, so you can see how they're going to give you that top and bottom pointed drape. Let's go ahead and show them back up close, and we can do the white or the yellow only on those. And for a carat 41 in diamonds, meticulously set, not to mention a little bit of mill grain on the outer edges there, creating that border, that flash they give. These are a boatload of money out in retail. They are made with a better quality. The second I handed over my designer ring to our jewelry department here many years ago, they said, you realize we're going to have to upgrade your ring. And I said, what do you mean by that? They said, we're going to make it with a better material, because even though that designer ring was very pricey, it's not the quality we use. So when we make it, we're going to be making it with a better quality of diamond. And the same thing carried through the earrings as well. So here it is, carat 41 in diamonds. Blowout time is here. Probably the last item we show you of the day, unless there are any final recap requests we have. But it's actually going to be better than even the $28.88 that they've ever been. And we're talking about a really important pricey earring here because of the way they're made. It's not just about the total carat weight, which is 141. It's about the way they're made. It's about the invisible setting. All those diamonds that you see into the square diamonds that are princess cuts, they are set side by side. No gold between them, no prongs at all, yet so secure because they're set side by side. So they're creating that solid, seamless look. It's part of the reason why they flash the way they do. There's just something so elegant about invisible setting. It's also very pricey to do, but we're making it easy. It's not $28.88. They're not even $18.88, or let's blow them out right now. $1,500? Nope, $14.99 to get a carat 41 in diamonds with that really stunning finishing in the back. And yet, if you want a way to get a big diamond stud look, but you want more sparkle than what one single stud can ever give you, this is the way you go. Carat 41, love that, and $1,499. It's eensy weensy itty bitty for a price tag on an earring that is so high-end a designer, and that price tag is our own. That's nothing compared to what you would spend in retail, even on similar design elements, but in enamels. This is the way to go. And let me know if you have any questions on anything you've seen. We have 3 minutes left. Still have all those recap pieces. Somehow the 720 is here, the conch pearl is here, and also that diamond and platinum ring with the yellow diamonds. And then I should probably recap this rubellite, because it's where our museum piece is living. Our museum rubellite, something else today. So last call if you'd like those earrings. I mean, that's what they do. This is not a special effect of, oh, it's TV lighting, oh, it's TV magic, oh, it's edited. We're a live show. We can't edit this shot. So what you're seeing there is the magnificent quality and look of princess cuts. And there is a reason why they cost usually about, well, you can spend literally tens of thousands of dollars more for the same quality of diamonds in princess cuts versus rounds. And we love our round ideal cuts, we do, but the princess cuts are just extraordinary. And the way that even, this is not square. So these stones are square, but look at this design. They have to be precision cut along these edges to fit within that almost floral or quatrefoil look. It's exquisite. Jason, are you taking the earrings in white or yellow? I do have to keep track because we only have a certain few left. What about, is there another pair going out? Okay, so it sounds like both pairs in white gold so far. Both pairs, white gold, gone. We have one left in white gold, and then I have two pairs in yellow gold. That's it. I realize I don't have the yellow gold out here, which is a shame because they're beautiful as well. And there's going to be very little of the yellow gold. It's just on the outside because all you see is really the mill grain. That inside internal center design is all princess cuts. We have 1 minute left. Let me show you this rubellite. For what it's worth, if we want to end on a high note, it doesn't get any higher end than this. This is item number 1125458. It is our museum rubellite stone. 15 carats 38 is the size. And it does have such tremendous clarity and true rubellite color there with also princess cuts. Hey, this would look great with the earrings because you've got princess cuts on the sides here as well. 91 points at diamonds overall, 30 seconds left. Don't forget to join us tomorrow. We've got such an incredible Sunday lineup for you. Same time, same place, 10 a.m. Pacific. We kick it off, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. I hope you'll join me for that. But a reminder, this is 8888 if you like this museum piece. Now, we're still here for a couple minutes after we go off the air. Any questions you have, anything you want to pick up here at the end of the day, wise to do it here as the show comes to its conclusion. We hope to see you back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I look forward to a big Sunday show. Great variety. We'll see you then. But for now, from all of us at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and we'll see you tomorrow.